How you doing? It's me, Zen. Let's talk about some stuff. What do you think? Early Sunday morning. It's at 9:45. 3rd of July, 2022, according to the Gregorian. Is that one we're using? The Gregorian calendar? Is that what people are using these days? I don't know. I can't really see too well. I might have to switch my seat again and go the other direction because the glare is too much. Have I not learned my lesson here with this glare thing? Let's go over here. This might work better. Yeah, and if you don't know, yeah, I'm Zen. You're over there. You know me or you don't know me. I'm just a big dummy. I'll wait till some people show up. We'll see. I don't know. I don't usually do shows on Sunday mornings. Usually sleep in and have banana pancakes. That's a lie. I do not have banana pancakes and I don't sleep in. It would be nice to do that. I was just saying banana pancakes because I really enjoy that song by Jack Johnson, I believe. We'll talk about cat. See, I don't know. I was going to do this show yesterday, but I got caught up hanging out with a bunch of musically inclined people that wanted to jump in the Mississippi River and have some fun. So just had a day about it yesterday. So I don't know. Should we do it? Should I go in on the capitalism is cannibalism? It is the title of the show, so might as well. But I will wait for a couple people to show up and say hi. Hello there, hello. It's always nice when there's thumbs up before I've even made a show. You know how important that is? It means that you don't even need to hear me talk to know whatever I'm going to say is going to be awesome. Oh, this wobbly chairs, man. Wobbly chairs are the worst, but we'll fix it. Let's fix this wobbly chair. I mean, the only thing worse than wobbly chairs is probably wobbly tables. So who's here? Anybody? Anybody I know? I do like to wait a little while before I start these kind of discussions because I really abhor repeating myself. I repeat myself 3 times on purpose, but I say it in different ways. But I don't like to rehash things. Unless, of course, it's hash, then we can smoke all of it. But yeah, capitalism and cannibalism. Do you see the commonality? See, when you tell somebody that you're not if I say I'm not a Democrat, their assumption is I'm a Republican. But then I have to go, well, I'm not that either. And if I say I don't like capitalism, it does not mean I like communism or socialism or any of the other variety of governmental institutions. That's I think the primer to precurse this talk for people. It's like whenever I go in on vegans, I equally go in on people that they call themselves carnivores, but they don't strictly eat meat, and I also eat meat, and I also eat vegetables. But when there's a strictest of sense of things, you gotta mutilate both sides of the question, of the like left and right both suck, red and blue both suck. You know what I mean? Vegans and carnivores both are terrible. I think the best diet is whatever's local, whatever tastes good. And we'll get into capitalism in a second here. We will discuss how it's equivalent to being
What's up, my friend?
good to see you, buddy.
How are you?
Very well, man. So with all of that being framed to get an understanding, when I say capitalism it's not good because it's equivalent to eating off of your children. It's equivalent to thievery. It's manipulative. It's stealing. It is completely false. Like, how deep do you want me to go with this so you understand what capitalism is? You know, we'll start with language. We got enough people here that I can start this. What's up, Danny? Capiorism. What does that even mean? Is Capiorism? My capybara? Is Zoomy? Zoomy and the capybaras? You want to go deep on this? Okay. Here we go. Languages. Yeah, fuck. We gotta do. We gotta talk about language to talk about capitalism. Oh, yes, you do. You certainly do. You know, there's languages that have a symbol that identify an idea or an object. You know, look at the pictograms. Look at the Chinese, how they present something. There's no small and there's no large letters. There's no capitalism. There's no capitalizing. What is the difference if your name is Danny? It's a Danny over here. D-A-N-I. What's the difference if I put it in small letters or in cursive or in big letters? It's capitalization. So it has to do with capitis diminutus, I believe it said. I could be wrong about the second word, but it's essentially the law of well, I mean, there's no real law to it, but it's like the law of the sea. You know, it's called admiralty, maritime admiralty law. That's what they're using. And so they use a language or an alphabet that allows for capitalization, which means your name in bold print, in big letters on your driver's license, creates a corporate structure, a corporate contractual dead entity. It's a corpse. A corpse is a corporation, which you put in all capital letters to capitalize on a living system. It diminishes the living, breathing everything. Like all of this is occurring. Like that's the living system. And then they put it on paper and they make capital letters and put your name onto, not your name, it's a name, but that name is a corpse. Corporation is a C-O-R-P-S, corpse. It's a dead body. And then they use that dead body to steal from living things. There's a reason that banks, which control inflation, interest, and income taxes. So the banks have the governments enforce income taxes, which are fully, completely illegal, unlawful, and it's called usury. to put an income tax or to tax you in any way is usury. So is fake interest. I mean, you could ask for something more in return if you're doing a favor for someone, and sure, they'll help you out in return. But inflation is artificially made. Inflation, why would it work? Why does it even occur? Like, well, you gotta account for inflation. Because why? Why change the value of a dollar? Why is a dollar worth something different than it was in 1913? So the only thing that can happen through through capitalism, capitalizing on things, is that eventually it will destroy itself because it will eat itself, because it's eating off of its children, it's eating off of the future, and eventually you'll get into hyperinflation, where the meaning and value, the meaning and the value of a dollar has never gone in the other direction. It's never gone the other way. And you see the connection between capitalism and banknotes, money. Those banknotes, they are bonds which are connected to your birth certificate. Your birth certificate is connected to a piece of paper, the papacy, and they treat you like a product because because they said you were shipped in through a birthing canal. The canal is where the banks control the water, the currency through the banks of the river or the canal. You come through a birthing canal, they label you as a product because your mother decided to give you over, unbeknownst to her, give you over to the state by going to the dock of the bay, the doctor, and letting them snip a cord, thereby removing the living system from the mother and tell you how long you were, not how tall you are, and not say you were born, but you were birthed. You have more than one birth certificate. You have a certificate of live birth, and you have a birth certificate, and I believe there's a third one, but I don't know that exists everywhere. You have like, it's the same thing. If you've ever worked for an airline, you would know exactly how this works. If you've worked if you've worked on ships, you know how this works. Plane comes in, or the plane's leaving, you have a manifest documentation of manifest of what's on the plane, baggage and people, because it's products, and you're bringing product into port on a plane. A plane is taking product because you are designated a piece of property. I mean, you aren't really, you're not, but every time you use that capitalization, you are a product. You're deciding for dead items. So, capitalizing, capitalizing is equal to cannibalism, because if you have intercourse with someone you're having sex with a dead body, you're a necrophiliac. That's the law. That's the legalese term of the land. I'm not going to call it the law of the land because that's not the law of the land. They'll say that, but no, it's legalese terms. You're having sex with a dead body. You're a necrophiliac. So you are simultaneously, when you participate in corporate contracts, you're dealing with dead entities, and you're eating off of your children and the future of generations, because you're taking away, like when you were born, the value of a dollar was how much. That was based on your certificate of birth. Now it's worth way less. You're eating off of generations ahead of you. They'll have less so you can have more. That's what capitalization does. That's what capitalism is. When you bind that with there's a difference in terms of what is a monetary system and what is an economy. An economy does not equal monetary system. They're two separate things. they're used when you say economy or you say money or monetary. You would assume that you're talking about the same thing, and you're not. Let me see what's up in there. Danny's still in here. Dead bees and light works and water. That's so funny. That's so funny. I was just looking into my pool here, and it's really interesting because you got the air that's circulating in the water, and it's so funny looking at it because you can see underwater where it's hitting something, and it's making this really awesome reflection. And it's like, how does that? It's like an underwater current that you can see because the sun is hitting at this right angle. It's pretty cool. It's real trippy, dude. What's up, Tan? What's up, Bass and Bass? Is this the other Bass? Is this the Bass I think it is? Did you change your name to Bass and Bass, or are you somebody new? What up, Gunny? Is that Divine? No, necromancy. Oh wait, you're my girl. Wait, I thought. Okay, then you're not who I thought it was. Which one of my girls are you? I have a plenty of them. I'm kidding. I don't. I wish I did. It's like I either have way too many or not enough, and I'm in the not enough zone right now. The rebellious one? Oh yeah, because I don't know any rebellious women's. Oh, do you guys like my new hat, by the way? Isn't it pretty fresh? I think it's all like shiny and shit. I got it from my buddy Chicago yesterday. Oh, and there was we swam in the Mississippi. What a fucking, how hilarious. Can't go out too far. You drown out there. What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
How much doing it?
Yeah, I'm just doing a show. Give me like 30 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. We'll bug. Yeah. All about that bass. All about that bass. I have a harem. Well, yeah. A harem. I mean, kinda. It would be better if the harem was more centrally located, somewhere in the vicinity of me. A harem of harlots and have a harem just for the hors d'oeuvres. Hey, what was that? Who did that? Who did that song? Hey, Bass and Bass. Who did that song? All about that bass. Is that one of the ones in the 27 Club? Or was that the chubbier chick that's still out there? All about that bass. Somebody help me with that. Oh, and all of you should know, I get up and I wanted to listen to music, but I figured I'd come and hang out with you. So I'm giving up my ear holes that should be filled with lots of good music, just to talk to all of you. That's how much I like y'all. Or maybe I just like the sound of my voice. It's the chubby chick? You know what I'm talking about, right? She got skinny after she got famous. She was like on American Idol. Wasn't that her? Rounds and ranch dressing. Okay, we listened to ranch dressing the other day. The wax joint. The rounds, I don't know. Let me pull this over to my stupid head so I can just lean back a little bit. Is it Megan Trainor? That's who it is? Oh, then it's not who I was thinking of. Megan Trainor. Yeah, I know the name, I'm not familiar with her music like that. Oh, and also, base. Do I know who you are? You said you're rebellious girl that I know. Do I know you? Did you change your name, or do I know you from Instagram? Do I know you in person, or just sticking around on here? But yes, I do know you. Like I know you in person. Get the fuck out of here. Who the hell are you? Well, do I like you in person? I would assume so. You have a StreamYard proposition for me? I've never heard the word StreamYard, but go for it. What's the proposition? If you're good looking and involves one of your girlfriends, it's probably a yes. You'll shapeshift right now. So what you said, I can't really. There we go. You gonna shapeshift into what? Breakfast of Champions. We got here's what we're doing today. If you guys don't know, we stay in Commando with the Arizona lemonade, and then we got the iced tea. I normally don't drink Arizona. I like them, and I like that they're 99 cents. But I'd usually upgrade and get like actual juice. I didn't feel like walking the store, and I got the little bodega across the street that I can get stuff at. So some vodka for I got up at like 6 when a friend of mine who was up early taking care of some things called me, and she's like, let's get drunk. I was like, what, dude? I was like, I was drunk yesterday. I was like, I was hammered yesterday. And she's like, no, we're drinking. I was like, it's 8 o'clock. Well, it's 8 o'clock for her. It's like 7 for me. Like, so I'm drinking vodka and lemonade for breakfast. It's pretty much, that's what I do. This is how I live. If you don't like it, I won't tell you. Oh, you have one seat available? Okay. I perhaps, I mean, what's up, Juniperus? Wait, oh, Juniperus, you were base and base? Damn it! I thought you was new. You have one extra seat? I thought you had a husband or whatever. Or is he letting you go and play around now? Oh, you started a fast, Divine. You're fasting, water, juice, liquids, and here for everyone else, if you're new here or if not, let's discuss this really quickly. Ow! It bit my beard. My glasses did. It's more like a broadcasting opportunity. Oh yeah, I'm down with it. Yeah, whatever. For sure. I'll take it anyway I can get it. Broadcasting or casting with some broads. There's got to be a joke there somewhere. Okay, so fasting. When you fast, do you find it easier to give yourself a goal that I'm going to fast for 2 weeks, right? I'm going to fast for 14 days on water. Or do you find it easier if you just start fasting and go, we'll see how long this goes? I mean, some people. It's up to the if you're more like rectilinear and you need order to life and you need set goals and whatever, then yeah, go for it. Say I'm gonna do it for 14 days or whatever, or 28 days. For me, the first time I did a fast, I said, "Fuck it, I'm doing 40 days," and I just did it. But every other time I fast, I'm just like, I'll get through a day, and I'll just go, oh, all I really did was I drank some beer, some water, and some piss or juice, or whatever. And I'll go like 2 days, and I'm like, oh, I'm basically on a liquid fast, and then I'll just continue on. And it's usually liquid these days, like just liquid. I haven't done a lot of water fasts lately because I don't feel like I need to. Sometimes I'll do a straight water fast, but most of the water I'm getting is from fruit juice. But I find it easier not to give myself any kind of like I gotta do it for a week. If I said to myself I'm gonna do a week fast, it will bother me because I'll be like every day I'll be like, oh, I got 6 more days before I can eat, 5 more days before I can eat. It will be like that. Or if I just go, I don't really need to eat, then I could probably do 10 days and not even think about it. Are you doing distill with lemon? Yeah, that's super conservative. And you still get the little energy charge out of it. Yeah, pineapple. That's funny. I was out yesterday and hanging out with these goofballs, and they had pineapples, smacking at pineapples all day yesterday. Oh, so base base and base junipers. What is this opportunity you're providing me here? What is this StreamYard opportunity you're providing me with? What do I got to do? Do I just do this? Do I just talk? Do I got to talk to other humans? I don't know if I'm a good host. I don't know that. Probably talk too much to be a host of a show. I'd be a good guest, I guess. Yeah, pineapple is good. I forget who it was. Somebody had like a channel on health and coaching and fitness and blah blah blah. And they had heard from I don't know if it was Sebi or the Prophet Muhammad or some shit. I don't know, but somebody was like, "Don't eat pineapples; they're no good for you." And they were like adamant about this. And I was like, and they're also adamant about don't eat coconuts or drink coconut water. I was like, you're crazy. Like just slow down. There's people that eat coconuts and pineapple every day of their life and have much better health than you are, and living way longer, happier. Who's telling you not to drink? If someone tells you not to eat pineapples or don't drink coconut water, you immediately have to you cannot trust that person. I don't trust anything that person says ever about anything. There's a couple rules in life. There's a couple rules. There's people when I hear someone say something that I go, your brain doesn't work, you're malfunctioning. Everything you say now is subject to complete removal from my consciousness. I don't care what you say. And there's a few things. There's 3 major questions, and then some secondary ones. When I go, I can't trust your brain because it doesn't work. And one thing would be if someone said you don't drink coconut water and don't eat pineapple. Everything you say after that is invalidated. Oh, that's actually a thing. I thought that was like a word you were making up, or like a word like StreamYard gives you 10 participants who make private. Oh no shit. Okay. Oh, Junipers. Yeah, that sounds wicked. Here's the thing though. Do could you do that on your side, or do I do it over here? And here's the main importance. I do this from my phone. It's an Android. Is it going to give me is it going to give me different options? Because you know that on here on YouTube, because I'm broadcasting from my phone, I have less access to do things on my phone. I have to be on a PC to use all of the cool stuff that everybody, the cool channels. They use YouTube, and then they go to the applications, like download this, and then you could put this screen on and you can do this, you can have other people on. I can't do that on here. For some reason, because I'm using YouTube, it doesn't allow. Wait, you got to use a PC. You can't use an Android. It's like it's the same program, but it doesn't work on here. So just keep that in mind. I do not have a PC. I mean, I do, but it broke. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know if it's just the plug, or if it got wet. Set it by the window. I don't know. What am I gonna do? What you gonna do? Uh, 10 people can be so sure about things. Yeah. All right, Junie. Yeah. Matthew Nixon, what is going on? Oh, thank you for calling me a kid. I appreciate that. That means a baby goat. It also means I'm just kidding. Here goes. Hey, Danny, where's John Shamanic to decode whatever the fuck you're saying? Danny said, I am flowing although most Twitter paid it or constipated. Is that how your brain works? Did you type it wrong? Or is that literally the set of words that went through your brain that came out of your mouth or into your fingers to type? Because that doesn't make, I don't even know what that means. Hey, Divine. Yeah. I mean, doing 40 days is just kind of like it, it's just like a thing. Like I did 40 days. That was like, for me, it was like 40 is XL, and it has to do. It's in the Bible and all these other things, and it seemed proper. But I don't think people need to really, like, if you're above, see, every day of a fast is basically a year of your life. So if you're 40, do a 40-day fast. But if you've done a 40-day fast and then you're 45, right? Then you would only really need to do a 5-day fast. I mean, you'd have to do distilled water, but. And I mean, it's hard to say like one day is a year, because we kind of do. Like most people consume more bullshit in their life. Like if you lived in the 1800s, you wouldn't have been consuming all the shit that we consume right now. You wouldn't. You know what I mean? You wouldn't be eating, going through a drive-through and staring at the screen and doing all this shit and having a very lethargic and uneventful life. You know what I mean? So maybe, these days most people, they need to fast a little more, but they're not going to. The people that need to do it the most are the ones least capable of trying to do it. Matthew, what you doing? Nice freestyle. That's funny. Yesterday, that's what I was doing all day. Me and my buddy Chicago. He was out in the quarter, and we sat by the river, and he played his djembe and played some beats, and we just fucking freestyling all day. It was so much fun. Oh, and we were doing some slap boxing. That's pretty hilarious. Your PC did too, yeah. Yeah, man, that's Danny language. I know. His in Africa. Nope. See, I don't. What the? Whatever's. Whatever's, dude. Like, bro. Whatever. Whatever. Oh, Divine, you did four. Whoa, no shit. I didn't know you did a 40. That's crazy. Yeah. I mean, if you're really, connected to the earth and know what's up, like you really, like it's not even a fast. Like you're almost to the mode where it's not even fasting anymore. It's the opposite. I was there for a little bit where it's the opposite. Where instead of going, I'm on a fast, I'll say, I'm gonna eat today. You invert it. Make sense? Instead of saying, I'm going to do 10 days in water, you get to the point where you go, well, somebody says you're hungry, you're like, no, I'm good. And then you like, one day you're like, we're going to eat today. It's feasting. Instead of fasting, you're feasting. Danny, do you just randomly just smash the keyboard? Do you just do that? You go, blah, 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 blah. And do you make that noise too? Blah, 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 blah. What to do today? It's almost July 4th, right? So, should I just wait till tomorrow to cook out? Should I? Oh, speaking of, if you guys want to help a brother out, I do want to cook out for these humans here, which means I'll have to purchase, the hamburgers and hot dogs and shit. Everything's on sale though, so if you'd like to help me out to cook for people, you can do that through Cash App and PayPal and Venmo. Go ahead and TsarXen. That's me. And if you need help with anything, one-on-ones. I realized that TheoLuminous at Gmail, I did not put in the description box in this one. It's in my other channel. But that's my email. And this is another funny thing. I can't adjust what's in my description box unless I have a PC. I can't adjust the tags until after the show unless I have a PC. See? It's crazy. I think it means because I'm not politically correct. Danny does not have an inner child. Danny is basically a child. At least mentally. Mentally I think Danny's like 8 years old. Yeah, Divine, I'd like to grill all weekend, so if anybody wants to, send me some duckets. I mean, my favorite grocery store, just down the street, everything is super on sale right now. Like, I don't know where you all live, but you know how like meat is super expensive. Like right now, I can get steaks for like good steak for like $6.99 a pound. I can get hamburger meat for like $1.99 because it's been mad expensive lately. I don't know if you all noticed that inflation is occurring. Okay, the Android, yes, on the Android, used for StreamYard. But you get boot or scoot uninvited buttholes. Yeah, I'd rather have other people do that. I mean, it's up to if someone's being really fucking obnoxious, then I'll be like, peace, bitch. But normally I'll leave it up to everyone in here. That's why I mean, I took all your wrenches away, most of you, because of who was it? Seifel. Because he was being a fucking dick one day. I think he was just on mushrooms, just banging away on the keyboard. So I was like, fuck all of you. What's up, Ninja? Have you ever discussed the topic of blood doping? Never. I don't know in what regard you're saying that. You know, and like smoking dope, or there's people that do like play sports, doping in sports. Hey, Tan. I mean, basically, if I could adjust it right now, I'd give you all wrenches. But I think what had happened was, I think two people or three people that I had given wrenches to, they were wrenching each other, and I was like, this is stupid. I was like, I don't trust none of you motherfuckers with a wrench no more. But I don't know why YouTube doesn't give you more than one option. Like, I don't. I want some people to be able to do certain things, but not other things. So there should be like a blue wrench, a red screwdriver, you know what I mean, and a yellow like axe, and then like a picture of someone's butthole. I don't know. It should there should be just more. There should be more than me, and then an administrator monitor thing. There should be like levels to what people can do. Powerful master, you may wash your feet. Um, if you're a little Chinese lady, yeah, you definitely can. But most people, I wouldn't let them, cause two of my toenails are pretty fucked up. I got pretty filthy toenail. You know, that's one of the toughest things to get rid of. Once you get that the candida going real hard, or get like what is it's not, I don't get jock itch, but whatever that is in the foot, like my toes are fine, but it got into the toenail, and it's just like, you know, you wear wet socks in the gym and get a funky toe, it doesn't go away. It takes dedication to get rid of that shit. Like months every day you gotta, we're putting turpentine on this shit. We're putting hydrogen peroxide. We're putting, and you have to maintain, and then you basically gotta wear open toed shoes every day. Like, there's no get rid of it once you get it. I tried. I mean, I could if I changed my diet and just fucking stopped eating all the bread and cheese, but as far as I know, that bread, butter, and cheese, pretty delicious. Oh, see, Ninja, you said where athletes get blood drawn through a centrifuge and then re-injected. Okay, let's discuss that. Let's get right to the point. Your kidneys are centrifuges. They're basically turning your blood inside out and sucking. It's producing the top part when it goes through the centrifuge. It's pushing the plasma, the golden plasma, the bottom, and then re-injecting that. Drink your fucking piss. Ultra plasma filtrate. Look up the words. Ultra plasma ultrafiltrate. Put in any way I think it's plasma ultrafiltrate is probably the easiest way to find it. It's what your kidneys are doing to produce your urine. So all they're doing is drinking piss, but instead of drinking it, they're injecting it to needles after they go through why go through the extra steps? Why stab you? Why stab yourself? Drink your fucking piss. I don't. There's no, this is why my channel is not, even though it should be, and it kind of is. And this is why my Instagram I was going to, but it doesn't make any sense. Like, what more can I say? It's just drink your fucking piss. Well, how do you do it? Fucking take a cup, piss into it, and put it into your face. Put it on your skin, lay in the sun, do that. What's the benefits? What's the, dude? It's one, any website will give you the whole list of, it's urea, it's all these vitamins and stem cells, amino acids. It's in all of the, if you women put makeup on, you're putting human and animal piss on your face. So why not just use your own? Not much more to say. That's what it is. Drink piss. Groin leaks foot. Sulfur balls. Oh man, pedicures. I don't. I've went and got a couple petties and manis. Uh-uh. They're always there because they're on their phone. They're talking another language and they're digging in too much. And I have my shit right there. Whatever these things are, my cuticles, they're fine. Don't start cutting those things. They're fine the way they are. See, they're good. It's good. I don't need you fucking cutting and jamming and. You want to paint my nails? Okay, I'm fine with that. But everything else they do is fucking. It's abuse. I think manicures and pedicures for the most part, unless you have shitty fucking hands or feet, no one should really be getting one because they're just damaging your cuticles. One time I got it and they snipped the shit. I was like, "What? I'm bleeding." I'm like, "Why am I? What? I shouldn't be bleed. I don't bleed out of my hands. I'm bleeding now. What the fuck is this? That's goofy. Keep your tools to yourself." Yeah, apple cider, urine, and turmeric will work on the feet definitely. Matthew, yeah, I got DMSO. Well, see, the dilemma with dimethyl sulfur oxide is when you put it onto your, if you have athlete's foot or whatever, it's recirculating that through the rest of your system, so it can be it can be very very heavy on the system, you know. So DMSO is really great. I use it for a lot of things, um, like DMSO and turpentine, perfect together. But if you put that right onto your toes, it's gonna circle back to your body. It's gonna be heavy on the kidneys. You gotta go slower. Danny, it's cool watching smoke come off the body. See, just what does that have to do with anything? Hydrogen peroxide, sulfur. Okay, I'll check it out. I mean, I'm just, I'm lazy because I'm an engineer. Engineers are lazy because our point in life is to make tasks easier, to give us more free time to just enjoy comforts. If I had 30 things to do, I'd find a way, and it'd take me an hour a piece. I'd find a way to spend 20 hours building something to do the job, rather than do 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so, anyways, so part of being lazy is if I had to get up every morning and put shit on my feet and do this and that, too lazy. If I had a co-author to my life, and they were waking me every morning with a blowjob and some brandy and rub my feet, then it would work. But I don't have that, so, and I can't give myself head because I'm not removing any of my ribs and I'm not that flexible. The DMSO. Do you like the flavor you get in your mouth? It tastes like everything starts to taste like garlic. It's a very interesting result. Everything garlicky. You sweat it too, which is a very smelly, very funny smell. Well, the more I've been coming to the pool, and just putting my feet in, the amount of chlorine they put in it is kind of doing a job. I mean, I think pools should have hydrogen peroxide or salt in them, but the chlorine does a job. It's fixed up my feet a little bit. I mean, they're not horrible. It's not like I exaggerate. They're not disgusting. I wouldn't have chicks sucking on my toes. I mean, I have, but like right now, I'd feel a little like you could suck on these two and push the other one to the side. What? Hey, Maddie, what do you mean she hit me hard there? What did she say? Metaverbology? I must be missing something that she said. Did you just give Danny? Did you just do a Dave Matthews reference crash into me? Is that what we're doing? Dave Matthews references. So what should I do today? Should I hang out here, or should I go back down to the quarter, fuck around? It's lots of good music. It is Essence Fest, which is exciting because it means there's more melanated people out than usual. That's exciting, right? I mean, what would be the opposite of the Essence Fest? Fucking KKK party? like, okay, well, good. I'm good with large numbers of like people in a room. That's it's too many people that can't dance, have no rhythm, have no soul, and Danny is now she's out here sucking on her own titties. Yeah, there we go. I didn't say that. Danny said that. And fantastic titties you have, Danny. I'm guessing. I'm just guessing what you do. So I feel like I got a little bit of sun yesterday. I'm starting to develop a little bit more melanin in my skin here. Still, I think I'm a red man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not quite. I get a very good tan, but I have to go through this little kind of red phase. I think that kind of Indian. Dan melons, milk and honey. Bittersweet melons? Like what, I don't know. I like honeydew. Honeydew is probably the best of those kind of melon thingies. I wouldn't call watermelon. Watermelon's a different classification, and it's not the best. It's good. Honeydew, though, perfect. What, Danny? What do you say? What do you hate? I like cantaloupe. Cantaloupe is a great food. What's the other one? It's another super sweet one. It's kind of like a honeydew. Yeah, melons are great. They're good for your boobies and for your head. You're welcome. For sure. That's what I'm here for. Me? I have a stupid, ridiculous face? I guess. Is this stupid? This is my stupid face. That's what I look like. There's no editing. There's no filters on here. Boop. Okay. There's a filter on there. You want a glamour filter? That's what I look like if I'm glamorous. I guess the birds don't like that one. Let's go back to normal. This is me, no filters. This is what I look like. Check it out. That's how I dance too. Melons with cardamom, cinnamon, and honey. I like that, a little bit of lemon and honey. Do like a lemon honey water. Just make a syrup. And just mint for the smell. I don't really want it on the fruit. Like if I could just smell it if I could just sniff mint while I eat melon. What else? Are we gonna talk about anything important? Are we back to just talking goofiness right now? Cardamom. How about what if you made like a golden milk? You know, cardamom, cinnamon, turmeric, kind of like a paste for melons. Would that be good? I don't know. Oh, I guess if you did it with yogurt, if you made it like a yogurty kind of golden yogurt on fruit would be awesome. Yeah, it'd probably be really good actually. Like blackberries. Lavender syrup, I think is overrated on them. I'm not a big lavender. I've never been a big fan of it. It's okay. It's okay. Danny, do you just wake up and just eat like an eighth of mushrooms? Are you on any kind of prescription drugs, or is this just how your brain works? I mean, how many times? It's like, I just get up and fucking smoke anything that's around me and eat all the fruit. Is that about it? Oh no, look at that. Look at that little white one right there. Oh, hey, what's up, guy? Oh, what's up, homie? Come hang out. What are you doing? There's a little gecko over here. He's doing the thing where he goes up and down. I think he's vibing out. He can hear some music. He's like, womp, 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 womp. You don't see him? Let's see if he'll let me. See him right there? Bro, you're on the big screen. Do that dance. Do that dance. Oh, he knows I'm paying attention now. Oh. You ass. Come on, do that thing you were doing. It's so cool. You're a good dancer. I was giving you some airtime, homie. Little buddy guy. Matthew, watermelon is your go-to? Yeah, watermelon's good. It's good. It's just not. It's not everything. I had the yellow orange watermelon the other day. That was really good. Anybody had that? It's tastes more like, it's like a sweeter and tastes more like cantaloupe, like honey cantaloupe. It's pretty good. I'm good at watermelon crawl and yoga. That's a thing? A watermelon crawl? What is that? Is that I'm assuming it's something like doggy style position where you put your shoulders down and curve your back and put your ass up really high in the air. Is that pose? I'm guessing that's what it is. It's basically where you stick your face into a vagina, and you stick your ass up in there to catch a Cocosaurus Rex. uh, blackberries. Blackberries are up there on my favorite list. Blackberries, blueberries. I like blackberries better than blueberries. Coffee, peat, Ethereum, gold, and a spliff. But hey, I mean, Danny, am I right? Is that the position? I don't know. I'm just guessing. That would be my. I wasn't trying to make it sexual, but most yoga positions have a kind of connotation. It's kind of what those Indian people do. They got the whole book on how to fuck good. Kama Sutra. Kama chameleon. A Kama chameleon sutra. 9-inch nails. I haven't heard them in years. Yeah. Hey, Danny. Also, that dress was really awesome. I don't know if you got my text back to you or whatever. The dress was superb. Heels are a no-go, man. I don't find them attractive at all. If a chick's in heels, I know that's going to be a problem. You know, her entire life is going to be an issue. So it's gonna ruin the intercourse. You can wear heels once in a while. Little, 3-inch joints, and you can be fancy all you want. But once the heels get up too far, and the higher the heel, the more problems you're gonna have. And probably they think they're too cool, and they're probably not good. They're probably not good in the sack. They probably don't give good head. Line it up. I guarantee. Higher the heels, the lower the skirt, the more the problem. And they definitely not sucking a quality cock. Just is. I'm not making this shit up. This is real life business right here. Chubby chicks give the best head. Because they're always hungry. They want something in their mouth. Well, here goes Danny again. I don't know, what does your last name have to do with barefooted? Is that like is that what that means? Does that mean like barefooted tribe or something? I don't know. Dun dada. Do you remember? Hey, does anybody remember? Holy shit! Does anybody? So look at this hat. This is hilarious. Does anybody remember Chris Webber? Played basketball. Played San Antonio. No, not San Antonio. The Kings. He played with the Kings. Yeah. Sacramento, not San Antonio. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Sacramento. And he had a shoe company. Does anybody remember the shoe company? And he had a pair of silver and gold and black shoes. And the company's name was Dada's. Does anybody remember these? Go look them up. They're the freshest shoes ever. If I could get a pair, I would buy them. I'd rock the shit out of those. Go look it up. Dada's. Look at. I would probably put in Chris Webber Dada shoes, and find the early version of those. I think they're super slick. And also the original, the second year of the Kevin Garnett joints. I forget what the name of it. They had the zipper that you would You tie your shoes and you put the zipper up on it. Those are dope. Uh, Lee Scratch Perry. I I know who that is. I don't know his fashion. Burps. Oh, F10. Look up. You want to see somebody that dresses like a maniac, like completely utter irresponsible, like on another planet. Look up. Look up Mono Neon. Mononeon. Mono Neon. Go look up him and how he dresses. He's not from here. Heels are for dancing. If you can dance in heels, then okay. Well, are you drunk? Then you're not dancing. You're in heels. You can't really dance. We gonna have your little red skirt and like spin around like you're a ballerina, like some Brazilian ballerina. It's cute, sexy. But I mean, the point of heels are. It's just troublesome. I don't want to think you're 5'8". I want to know that you're 5'4". That's it. Don't try to fool me. And I know those shits is uncomfortable as fuck. I know you do not like walking in those. It's uncomfortable in every way. I've put heels on before, and it's not a good thing. It's bad for posture. It's bad for dancing. It's bad for life. It's broken ankles. It's falling downstairs. It's being goofy. Find me someone in a tribe from the earth that puts heels on. Go find me that chick, and we'll see if she goes, what? Why would you do that? Put your goddamn feet on the earth. I want you to see. I don't want to think you're 4 inches taller than you are, walking around like a doe. You dope. It means Esther or Easter. Junipers, yeah, you know Mono Neon. He out of control. F10 heels have always caused you a lot of pain. I thought you were a dude. You wear heels as a dude, or are you a chick? Or are you saying that you've dated chicks that have heels and they'll cause you a lot of heartache? Yeah, Mono Neon is a fucking monster. Oh, drunk lady. Okay, I got you. I got it. Yep, I hear you. I just got the part where you said that. Danny's like, does that turn you on? I'll put some high heels on and step on you. Yeah, Danny has a lot of like she needs to be a dominatrix. She needs to get that out of her system. She needs to like she needs to like get out all her aggression and traumas of life. I mean, I think most people do, right? But I could see her putting a bunch of leather on and getting a whip out and just putting a dude in a cage and just smashing him repeatedly and putting high heels on and stepping on someone's testicles. Heels are hooves. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, very, very. Oh no! Hey, Junipers. Hey, Junie. Listen, we need to start a band, and we'll call it Healy Dan instead of Steely Dan. And they're basically a bunch of chicks that only wear flip flops. So it'd be like a whole riff on wearing heels, if they don't. Or it could be a bunch of dudes. I mean, I don't know. You could mix and match, I guess, but it'd be like a Healy Dan. It's kind of funny. At least I think it's funny. You can dance with that. Danny? Can I ask you? You don't need to answer. I don't think you did, but did you ever dance? I'm gonna throw air quotes around that. Everybody, did you ever dance, or just for like private parties? And I'll be right back. I gotta get some ice. And maybe when I come back, I'll take my shirt off, and you guys can see me half naked. All right, you goofballs. What's up? What I miss? Anything? Danny, does Danny like it rough? I don't know. I don't think Danny likes to be roughed up, but I think she would be rough. I think she would like to. She would like. I mean, I'm pretty sure. You can correct me if I'm wrong here, Danny Pascua. You'd probably like to slap me right in my face and choke me. You'd probably like to. I wouldn't let anyone else do that. I'd let you do it. I think that'd be okay. It would be a little. It wouldn't turn me on, but that would probably. I'd probably let you. I'm not one into bondage and sadomasochism, and I don't believe there has to be violence in intertwined with sexuality. I don't think that is a reality. But I think maybe certain people, I just knowing that they have whatever, like anger issues, and they need to like on bar tops. You pretend to be a good singer. Yeah, she definitely, yeah, she would make you tap, yeah. Oh, for sure, for sure. Yeah, she definitely would be on top, and I would have like, okay, she would cause a problem. Yep. Dance floors mainly in Hispanic bars. Yeah, but Danny, you're not Hispanic. You're Asian. I thought the Hispanios were for Latino. I thought they were like DR and all the Caribbean and the Caribou and the New Orleans type. You're from over the other side, dude. Philippines ain't. They look alike. What is that? How is the Filipinos look so much like the Mexicales, the Hispanic? That's different, right? Am I fucking this up? Help me if I am. Isn't Hispanic like Hispanio? Like Mexico, Spain, Mexico, DR, the whole island situation. That's all. That would be considered Hispanic, yes. And then Asian would be Filipino over there, right? Yeah, you know that song by Masago, FKJ Masago. I thought she was an Indian. Oh, FKJ is not on that track. It's just Masago. Is it Masigo or Masago? Never heard him say his name. I thought she was an Indian. He's definitely bird tribe when you see him. Hey, F10. Who's Jack? Jack's here? Who's Jack? What the fuck? What the fuck? Am I missing somebody? Am I not? Oh, F10. If you don't know, look it up. Masego. Danny, I think knows the song. I think I've shared that with you before. Anything he does is really good. Hey Matthew, wouldn't you like to be in Danny? An Indian Ian? Yeah, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting on that to happen. It should. I'm looking at my watch and realizing one of these days I'll try it out and see. Not gonna hold my breath, but the mariachi band. Oh, I could definitely see you dancing to mariachi shit. Yeah. Hmm. I'm questioning what I should do today because I have snacks that I can eat and just be a pig and just hang out here. But I want to go to the quarter and go to the river, but it looks kind of like it might rain. But it's Sunday and it's it's kind of calling me, but we're gonna give it like an hour or so. Maybe I'll fuck around with you guys for like an hour. I do want some music. That is the thing that sucks about the YouTube. I can't put music on. Or else I would. There we go. There we go. Yeah, you got it. So I talk like someone's aunt that smokes two packs of Marlboros a day. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Wait, what? Danny, do you just make shit up, dude? What are you talking about? When your grandpa married your grandma, they had to pass a law for them to get married. Filipinos and Indian Mexican. What are you talking about right now? You can't just like say something like that wildly wild. You gotta give some frame of reference here. What? Why wouldn't someone from who? If they're all, huh? First of all, who gets married? Because it's contractual law that is actually, there's three parts. If you get married and it's on the books, it's a three-part relationship. It's you and your husband or wife, and then the state. Nonetheless, getting married. Like, what do you mean? Why couldn't Filipinos marry Indian Mexicans? Like an Indian, like dot Indian, or do you mean feather Indian? So like an Aboriginal Mexican American, or is it a Mexican to marry a Filipino in the United States? I'm so confused here. You gotta more context here, dude. Chalk. Yeah, the Choctaw. Your mutton chops, dog. Well, Dan, you know what? I think I know why Danny doesn't won't come here and let me slide my game up inside her, because I think we're related. Do you remember when we first started talking, and how the first time you started talking to me, I was like, this is the craziest, weirdest shit. Like how much we do kind of look similar. I was like, that actually might be like my sister, which proves to everyone here that if you don't know, you'd fuck your cousin or your sister. I mean, dude, I'm like, if I had a good looking sister, that like, I'd be like, oh, I'm definitely like, why wouldn't you be attracted? How do you like what is that? What I'm not, I can't be attracted to this person because they're close proximity to me. Came out the same womb. I mean, if you believe in the Bible, everyone's related anyways. So if Adam and Eve, right, and then these two people, and then John and all the Baptists and all the like, there was two people, right, and so they had kids. Who were their kids having sex with? Each other. It's the only way. Oh no, you'll be born with 6 fingers and be all screwed up, and you can't do that. It's incest. The whole Bible is a story of incest, unless of course you read the second. If you most people here that maybe went to church, you never read the goddamn thing, but read the Bible and you'll be in Genesis and you'll read the same story twice in a row. Honest, it happens. You read the beginning of Genesis and tells you a story, then tells you the same story again, but it changes the words slightly, and then tells you that there was the Garden of Eden and another place too. So if you really take the Bible super seriously, there was another place. So they weren't the first people. There was another land. It wasn't just Eden. Look it up. What's the other place? You guys want to play Bible games? I'll bang a Bible across your goddamn head because you didn't read it. So either you believe everyone came out of ancestral knowledge, or you actually read the Bible and realized that, well, the Bible, everyone else is lying because there was a second land, at least. Because they went from Eden to where? They went somewhere where there other people already existed. Anybody want to tell me the story? Go ahead, go for it. Look it up right now. Where did they go? I'll wait. Matthew, French Canuck. Yeah. Oh, I'm telling you, see that? Doesn't she kind of look like me? I mean, the only difference I have is my this thing is a little extra bridge on this. But if you ever seen me without a beard, we're quite similar. Very similar lips. I cover mine up though. Can't have a when I didn't have the mustache, when I shortened the mustache, my lips are too impressive. And chicks always just want to walk up to me and like make out with me. Can't have that. I know. If it wasn't for the fact that she already has like a bunch of them, yeah, it would be amazing, but yeah, so basically Danny's saying that her father is my father too. Not in the like God is our father, or like literally she's like perhaps same person. It kind of added up. I was like, oh fuck, that's crazy. Change a vowel or two, and incest turns into ancest. Ancestors. That bang bang bang, bang bang bing, bing boom bang. Did anybody look this up? Come on, we got to do. It's Sunday. This is church. We're reading the Bible right now. Somebody's got to look it up for me. Where did they go from the land of Eden? They went somewhere. They went which direction? They tell you a direction and they tell you the land they went to. Which literally, if anyone read the Bible and didn't go to church and like, well, I believe in God and Jesus and all this bullshit. If you read the fucking thing, you would know within the first 10 pages that the story is bullshit. Like it's telling you allegory. It's telling you states of consciousness. It's telling you about the human body. It tells you some history within it. But you'd come very quick to realize, like, huh, what's the translation here? What's going on here? Eden is inside of man. Well, yeah, I mean, so if we read it the right way, right? If we read it esoterically instead of exoteric meaning that's literally what happened. That's the guy's name. That's where the people went. That's the thing. If you read it esoterically and understand it is a book. I'll explain to you what the Bible is. It's a book of astrotheology. Astrotheology meaning the stars. It's a story of your human body and glands and things that are inside of it. And it's a story of states of consciousness and awareness to things. Those are three major points. And then it has some authentic history within it. But that's minimal. It's a story about you. In the sense of you, it's just your astrology, birth chart, how the stars and the shit is inside of you, and then how does Mount Pineal and your pineal gland work, and how does Golgotha, your skull, and like, and your awareness of the state of being like in the state of being like John, or being like, it's not a, those are made up characters. None of those people walk to the earth. Eaten up inside of them. Yeah, but the Eden, yeah. Well, here's the thing. It could have been a place. I assume it could. They could be using it as a reference point. It could be a place, and it could also, while being a place, it's also a place inside of the body. Do you have lushy lips? Mesopotamia. Ah, yeah, the Amy meaning like soil or soul. Mesopotamia. Take me to the river. Do you know that song? Oh, Junie, if you don't know the song, go learn it. It's you can probably figure it out pretty quick. It's not very difficult chord structure. Leon Bridges. I'm sure you know it already, right? Take me to the river. Is that right? Delta Dawn, what is that flower you have on? I don't know this lyric. Oh, Lucian. Well, yeah, Tan. God made man so man could become God. You were God. Decided to put yourself into human form to have an experience, to forget you were God just for a second, and then relearn how to be God again in a physical body. What's up, Stan? That's Talking Heads. Delta Dawn, what is the flower you have on? That's Talking Heads. I think I know what I want right now. Oh, gotta get in here to grab it. And I will, now that Stan's here, I'll beat Stan to the punch. If you guys want to make a contribution to me and my living quarters and the people around me, it is the 4th of July, and I'd like to cook out for some people. So if you want to donate to that cause, or just to get me some beverages because I'm awesome, feel free. CashApp, PayPal, Venmo is in the description box. TsarXen. That's how you get at me. I need throw me a couple bucks and I can buy some burgers and some bratwurst and some farfignugan and some jam and jelly and pickles and hot dogs. I don't know what the fuck people eat. Just cook something up. So if you want to, help me grill out tomorrow. I'll feed these fucking people. Or just buy me a cheap cigar. These are like 5-pack of these, like $9. Keeps me pretty happy. Level. Oh no shit. I didn't see that before. Yeah. I always thought it was interesting that the word level, if you just take the L on the other side and flip it around, it gives you a balance point, and the V being in the middle is L, V, L, like L-E, and a V, and an L. 2 gods and a balance point of phi. A V is 5, Venus. Roman numeral 5. The human body is phi cycle physical. It's based on some Venusian geometry. It's a star, a 5-pointed star. Yeah, Adam and Eve is also code for the even and odd. It's a mathematical principle. Like there's odd people and even people. Even is there's a balance point. Flies fishing with beers. Are you fly fishing with beers? Yeah, it's funny. Whenever I played soccer, I always wore 11 when I played, and this is before I knew any of this shit, right? When I played soccer, I wore 11. When I played football, I wore 22, and when I played basketball, I was 33. Just so happens. Moscow mules, Moscas, margaritas. Hey, what up, little guy? He comes over here and just stands and stares at me. I tell him to come hang out. Look at the little guy right there. I told you to come hang out, dude. Come on, come over here. You're allowed to. That's so cool. Why is it that color? Oh, you know. Okay, well, my life path number. When you break down your When you break down your birthday, 9. So in Mayan astrology, I my number is 9. In my every astrology, it's 9. Basically, any way you break down my birth date, apparently. Base and base. Is that what that means, really? He just hangs out there and does that. What up, dog? You can come hang out. What I mean, the table's right here. He sometimes goes over and hangs out on the railing of the pool, climbs up that shit. Where'd you go? Hmm. Should I get in the pool? Does everyone hang out in the pool? Perhaps. Isn't it? It's always when you're comfortable doing something, but you know you'd be very comfortable doing something else. It's like I'm comfortable sitting here, but I'd be more comfortable as I'm in the pool. But like the effort to make it all the way over to that pool is about 13 steps. I don't know if I want to go that far. What up, Jimin? Hoy. Jimin coming through. Lard ass. A giant lard ass. Yeah, boy. Oh, you're some sort of Neanderthal like Netherland party. You doing all the drugs right now? I don't. All I have is beer. I got some mushrooms, but I don't feel like eating mushrooms today. Oh, it was yesterday. Yeah, I never know what time or day or shit it is. It's Sunday here, so. Danny Skylark. Another immaculately cohesive statement. Numbers. Who got the numbers? Who's taking the bed and who's the bed bidding for? Is this? Are these riddles? Do you just have like a very bad AI typing for you? Or should I know this? I don't. He just push a button and it says random. Danny pushes the button and says randomly generate a bunch of words, and that's what they said. That's what the words are. Yeah, D is D. Okay, you're saying D is a form of material illusion. Yeah, four has always been a doorway or an entryway into physicality. The box. And Jimmy said, "Man, here's a little bit of coke, whatever. What kind of day you having? Just a little fucking little yayo. You can buy." Your boy Trudeau, really? Here's the most explicit way I can explain the whole thing. Nothing's gonna happen. No one cares. No one goes to any. There's no prison for these people. They make the law, so they're beyond the law. They don't care. They're all on the same team. If one person tells like, here, let's put you, then they'll be, I mean, like, well, we got all this shit on you too, like, and then everybody, they'd all of them. There's not enough space. Where are they putting them? They're all on the same team. No one's. It's just a fucking comedy act. It's a show. It's a goddamn drama. Everyone's like, oh, these people are so evil. I don't care what the hell they're doing. I don't care what's said because I wasn't there and I don't know. Even if their crimes were criminal, the dilemma is who's going to enforce that because they're on the same team. It doesn't matter. It's not really happening is the point. And none of them. It didn't. Did it happen in the 50s, in the 60s, in the 70s, in the 80s? Who, where, when, what? Any politician anywhere? When? You think? No, it was a joke. What's going on? What's up, bro? Good to see you. It was a joke. It's a TV show. It's a drama for people to pay attention to. Nothing's gonna happen to that fucking dude. Are you a 9 on the Richter? Yeah, for real. It's a joke. It's not. I mean, obviously, they're the reason. See, all they're doing is just signing stupid. They're just saying dumb shit. What's fucked up is people believe it. See, that's the dilemma. People enforce it. So they're not really liable or for anything because they're just suggesting to people, it's written on the paper. That's what it says. You do this. The people enforcing it are more criminally, more criminal, if whatever you want to use that word. They are more at fault than the person that stands on TV and goes, well, this and this and that, and like, who the fuck cares what they said? So this person goes, well, if I don't follow the paper here, I'm not gonna get a paycheck. So I gotta take people that are not doing anything wrong and make them look like they're doing something wrong, even though they're fucking up, and I'm really fucking up by enforcing the bullshit. It's just what it is. It's how it's always been. Nothing's gonna change. I mean, it would be nice if it did. There's ways it can change, but. What's up, son? Toke? Oh yeah. No, I hear you on the. You don't need. I mean, the whole governmental political bullshit. It could vanish. Allow the currency and energy exchange of the banking institution money to exist, and go on with business like it's an everyday thing, and just mind your business, and the world still functions. They're just there as, being puppeted around, talking a bunch of shit, and having a gang that are employed for their to protect them. Doesn't anybody find it a little odd? They want to take away guns from people, but yet, and they're vehement about this. No one needs, but everyone walking around them has a gun in their pocket to protect them. So what are they really saying? The only people who should have guns are government and warmongers. I wonder how that worked out in every single story in every single book. Just give the government guns and give politicians, whoever's protecting them, give them the guns, but the rest of the people don't have any. No, but nobody's familiar with that story. And when people act act like look, I don't care. I don't have a gun. I don't want a gun. I don't need it. It's not how I live my life. But I can see why it would be appropriate that most people you want a balance of if you have the capacity and power to do something, everyone should have that capacity and power to do that too. And since we can't get rid of all of it should be everything. Drugs, guns, the whole thing. It's all legal. It's all lawful. Go for it. I'm not saying to do it. I'm not saying to do any drugs. I'm not saying to get a gun. I'm just saying that it doesn't seems to be an imbalanced play of the game. It seems to be stacked against. If you're not on that team, who wins that game? Sunjog, of course. Oh, dude, Jim, and that's I hear you on that. I'm not gonna speak on it because it'll fuck my channel up. But it's like the monkey bullshit going on too. They trying to convince people that's real. How dumb are people? You have an internet. There is plenty of research done on what that is, where it came from, what all of these stabbings and inoculations and things are, and how it works. And people are still out here going, oh, gotta. I seen multiple assholes wearing masks still. So one of the other things, if you wear a mask, I can't trust you. I don't know who you are. What are you scared of? Are you just ugly? Are you ugly person inside your mind? Are you just ugly facially? Or what are you wearing a mask for what? You're scared? You're a little kitty cat? You scared little kitty cat? Then you're gonna get a little coffee poo? I'm sitting here fucking smoking a cigar, drinking beer, and I don't wear a mask, and I haven't. And you know what? I'm in much better health than 99% of you motherfuckers out here. How's that happen? But everybody they wear a mask. And all of them, every fucking single one of them have been sick. Every one of them. Explain to me again how stabbing yourself and wearing a mask makes you healthy? Well, you're sick all the time. And drinking and smoking it's bad for you. Look at me, I'm looking pretty okay. Feeling alright, feeling just fine. I'm not sitting here fucking hacking up a lung and bedridden for 10 days and like, ooh. What's up, Matthew Maxwell? Danny Monopoly Peepee. There's a hole in the wall where they can see it all for 2 copper pennies and a boat ride. Danny, are you really? Honestly, I know you exist, but are you like on like 6 different computers just hitting buttons right now? Danny over here just you ate all the drugs for breakfast. I wish I could have some background music. Yeah, Sun Talk, I hear you on that, man. 100%. Okay. I'm out here living my best life. just fucking rocking and rolling, dude. And just getting along and just doing it. Not causing a problem, just hanging out, being, you know, not causing any harm. And they're like, just, yeah, just end it already. Be done. Go away. You don't like it? You're scared? Go. You go. Why I gotta go? I'm not the one that's causing a problem. You are. You're the one that's ignorant, naive, stupid, moronic, foolish, bizarre. You like to breathe in hot, wet, fucking stinking breath all day of your own with bacteria all over it, and you like to stab people and do drugs. How the fuck does that? How does that work? That you believe that you're entitled and the smart one? No. Ten. I think you're probably right. I mean, I certainly haven't neither. Yeah, I mean they already said they're gonna try it again. How many people are gonna buy into this bullshit? Isn't it done? You try to explain to somebody how it works, and they don't want it. They don't want it. Where's all these people dying in the streets? It's not happening. The only perhaps it's the things that you're sticking in your body through the needle that's causing you to be sick. You're gonna blame it on fruits and vegetables? You're gonna blame it on some animal protein? No, it just happens. There's germs out there, dude. Germs? Where? What are these things? Yeah, for a friend of mine who came to terms with the shape of the Earth and the realm, came to terms with, pretty sure it's flat, has redacted her position after she received the stabbings. She didn't say employed, had to do it, and then now it goes, I don't care what shape the Earth is, it doesn't matter. But you're gonna teach your children? Or like, do you teach your children about Santa Claus? You're gonna tell them Santa Claus is real until they're 30? But the shape of the Earth doesn't matter? I think it does. Yeah, Suntug, because you're breathing air, and they're like, attack this, because you're breathing, and they're mad that they have to put a mask on. Mm. Yeah. Most of these people are on some sort of, pill bottle prescription shit. Fuck that. I get up and if I want to, I have a shot of vodka for breakfast. Cause fuck you. That's why. You popping pills all day, and that's okay. You're not a drug addict. No. It was prescribed by the good doctor. Fucking dorks. Hey, Jimin, who are you talking about? Didn't watch him for a year and just randomly... Who are you talking about? Did I miss something? Cat poop? Matthew Nixon, get some gin. Get some gin in you. Yeah, they have dung. You realize, like, most of the Indian people, like, you realize, farmers walking around in cow shit all day. You eat mushrooms grown in cow shit. They take cow shit and turn it into incense. It's the main constituent of but there's bad germs everywhere, and germs are so bad that now people are so goofy that they'll take someone else's poopy and take a turkey baster, put in their ass, suck out their poopy, and stick it in somebody else's asshole. Oh, it's actually, you can pay a lot of money for this and go to a doctor. They'll call it a fecal matter transplant. If I hear anybody talk about fecal matter transplants like it's a real thing, I don't trust anything you say. Because how stupid do you have to be to think that taking somebody else's shit and putting it into your asshole is a good idea? I mean, if you do it for jollies and you get kicks out of it, you got a fetish, whatever, I don't fuck. But to think that that is the path to health, you have to be completely fucking fried in the brain. Like, I think probably some of that shit gets up into your skull. You shit skull. How can we know for certain? I'll say this much, Dan. I'm certain of what it's not. I'm not certain beyond where I can see and what I can experience, what I've experienced and what I've noticed is, as far as I can tell, water has a level and it maintains flatness. That's why you have water levels. You could make it as long as you want. Get 100 miles of tube. You put water in it, let it droop down here, and you pull it up here. It's going to be at exactly the same height. It's not going to bend. It's not going to go over a curve. The gravity's not going to be this thing, because it's not a thing. It's a theory. As far as I can tell, it's a pretty expansive realm. And if you want to go, oh no, but no, it could be anything. It could be both. That motherfucker, oh, it's both. Okay, play that fucking stupid game. That's a stupid fucking game. I have a bat, and I'm gonna give you a bag of feathers, and I have a bat. You can hit me with that bag of feathers, and I'm gonna hit you with the bat. And you're gonna tell me it's the same thing? It's just subjective to your perspective of reality? I don't think so. You're walking, you put shoes on, right? You walk on the earth, yes? You're gonna tell me that tree isn't in front of your car that you just drove into? It's just your perspective. It's just subjective reality. That tree in that car wasn't there. Fucking stupid. When people get too loosey-goosey with their subjective worldviews, which is fun to do because I get it, we live in a meta realm, and this is, where we're creating this reality, but the reality seems pretty firm, and there seems to be a couple things that we can agree on, and that the sun and the moon are the same size, and they're probably about the same distance, and they're definitely not way far away, and stars are not these things are not planets. Rocks don't reflect light. The moon is not an object. I mean, there's water is wet. You can jump in it. It's wet. You don't live. There's subjective realities. Cool. The vodka, yes. Danny, why does the world have to have a form or shape? Because you fucking live in it. You live on it. If it didn't have a form or a shape, you wouldn't exist. How would you be here? How are you talking to me? How do you pick up a phone? You have fingers. You have feet. And there's an earth sitting right beneath you. How does it have to have a shape? Well, it fucking does, doesn't it? The water seems to be fucking water, isn't it? No, the world is just a fucking baguette, and you're walking around in mayonnaise, and it's always Saturday. Be fearful of the form. Lordy, 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 lordy. Lysol is bad because it wipes out all the good bacteria. It's correct. Correct. You get rid of all the bacteria. If you clean out all the bacteria, that's why you go to a hospital and people get staph infections. Because it's too sterile. Sterile environment is an empty space that asks for a system, a bacteria is a living system to be generated in there. And it tends to be, once you put the chemicals there, what grows on those chemicals? You wouldn't in a million years think it's a good idea to drink Lysol, would you? You wouldn't put it on your skin, you wouldn't, but you're gonna put it on the surfaces to clean the surface? That's insane. That's stupid. Fecal matter transplant are a thing. I told you. F10's on top. Go look it up. It is a thing. It's a fucking thing, dude. Haha, son talk. I hear you on that one. What's up, Parsival? Thank you. The Earth is very much so. Okay, when you say that, some people go, well, what about the mountains and the... Yeah. Okay, there's definitely dips. There's valleys. We probably live in some sort of crater or some sort of ravine or some sort of cutout of a... But all you have to do is go look at the ocean. And you go, okay, if you're looking that way and you go, oh, the boats go over a curve. Do this. Stand on a beach. Now look to your left and look to your right. Where the fuck is the curve at? There isn't one. You can see that way, straight ahead of you, and you go, there's a curve right there. Let's say it's 8 miles away. Okay, now look to your left and your right. Where the fuck is the curve 8 miles to your left or right? Because you can see that far, right? So then if you look to your left or right, that should start curving then too. But it doesn't, does it? You can't even, you explain that, you show it to them, and they go, ooh. Fucking people are dumb as shit. There's a bag of rocks out here, man. I heard the shape of a vagina. Could be. Yeah, Matthew, so many vaginas and penises out here. Danny, 164 proof cannabis moonshine. I've never had it, but I've definitely drank moonshine and smoked cannabis. It's pretty fun. Oh, Danny, you into golden showers? Oh, damn. Danny, oh, you just get your shit together. Come visit New Orleans and let me piss in you. Just let's just get it done with, you know? You hit the cigar? It's a Cubano, boy. It's Cuban. No, it's like a knockoff Cuban. I don't know if the embargo on Cuban cigars has been lifted. I think so. It's pretty solid, even if it's a American Connecticut wrapper or whatever. Ha 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 ha! Parsival got a wrench. Ha ha ha! See, Parsival, I trust Parsival with that thing. Ha ha ha! Yeah, here, okay, the cosmic egg theory. Let's make it simple. Where we live is inside of a sphere, inside of an egg. We live inside of an egg. But that thing inside of the egg is the water inside of it, the goo, the mixture, the whole thing. It's flat. Just that. We live in it. We live in a sphere, in an egg, not on top of it. It's pretty much how it works. Yeah, it's not too bad. I've been chiefing on that. Back to the vodka. Let's go. Anybody want to do a shot with me? Come on, do a shot with me. I'll slurp some down. Let's go. Come on, you freaks. And so for any of you, whenever you do come visit, most of you, you'll end up here eventually. I don't do shots. Don't buy me a shot. It takes me 3 sips. Buy me a mixed drink or a beer. Probably beers. I'd rather just drink beers all day with you guys, but I can't do shots. I will vomit. Can't do it. I could drink all day, but for whatever reason, my system goes, you can't drink all the whole shot right now. So be like, come on, just fucking do the shot, you bitch. I'm like, okay, well then I'm going to look at you when I'm doing it, and as I projectile vomit all over your face, don't blame me. I'm telling you what's going to happen. Let me sip on that. Oh, don't worry, we're going to get drunk, but... Jimmy, you got tequila? You want me to buy you a tequila? Is that what you're saying? On me? Do I have your... I'll buy you a drink. I don't got that much money right now, but I'll buy you one. How much is tequila? How much for a shot? What do I owe you? I'd rather just buy you a bottle and just call it a day. That's it. That's the only dilemma about going to classy bars. It's just too fucking expensive. I like dive bars that are, you get $2 beers. If I I like walking around with a book bag with a 12-pack that cost me $12, because then I can share them. But if I go to a bar where it's $5 for a beer, I'm like, what? I'm supposed to give you $100 to get drunk when I could do that for 12? Not be stuck in here. P is magic, and here comes Parsival. Parsival the magic the piss wizards. I've had a real Cuban too. They're pretty excellent. We went to Canada because they didn't have it. They didn't have the embargo problem at the time. Oh, Jimmy, you having a shot with me? Let's go. I'll just drink some more of this. Vodka and some iced tea. Iced tea and lemonade. Oh yeah. Let's get dented. What do you think? Yeah, Stan. That's a big one too. Remember the picture when they were taking over Lake Ontario? And they were taking a picture of the Toronto skyline, and then they said some dumb fucking bullshittery on the news. Well, you shouldn't be able to see this, but what's happening is, and then they give you this total line of cockamamie bullshit. Bro, I live Lake Pontchartrain, the longest bridge in the world, second longest, I think. I think Japan made a bigger one. It's like 24 miles long. You know how much curvature you'd have to have accounted for? If you were an engineer, you have to account for curvature because that changes all the math. And they don't account for curvature because it's fucking not there. And I can see the other side. I can see the other side. You shouldn't be able to see it. It was not possible, given the framework that they give you. And people that still believe it and still chirp it, you're a liar or a dummy. There's 3 things. You're a troll, a liar, or stupid as shit. It's the only options you got. Here's the cubed brick. Yeah, Stanley Kubrick, and he did everything. All of his set design and film work was always done in cubic form. Like he framed things using the cube or the film, which the design, like he was using film to a very high degree. And there's a dude. His name is. Give me a second here. Let me go through my database in my brain here. His name is Whelan? No, Wyland? No. J Wilder? J Wider. I think it's Weider. Jay Weidner. Anybody know Jay Weidner? I'm pretty sure that's his name. Somebody Google it for me right now. Help me out here. Jay Weidner, and he does a whole. He's very much into film, and he's a whole like part of his website is devoted to Stanley Kubrick's work. It's really well done stuff. Jay Weidner, that's right. Yeah, Suntoke, arguing with mind control people. Yeah, there's no winning. You can't. You can't improve their position. You can't help them, and it's frustrating. It's like arguing with a wall, with a chair, with an inanimate object. And these people are not like. You're like, how are you this dumb? How are you this NPC? How are you? Do you actually exist? Are you just here to cause me a problem? What's up, Sonny? What you doing? You got here kind of late, dude. You're late to the party, man. This is the only party where it's showing. You only show up. There's no casually showing up. Late to the party. You got to get here early. So I mean, yeah, maybe I'll do a long show, and I'll be super tank mode, talking shit. But the really good expertise material is. From 5 minutes to about 45 minutes, and then we just get into this kind of shit. I hear you, Suntoke. I hear you. Oh, here's a song for everyone. Danny and everybody else. Look up Wax spazzes out in the lab. Yeah. That's what we're listening to today. Jay Weidner, thank you, Parsival. That's the correct answer, right? That's how you spell it. Hey, son, you've been waiting 22 hours? Oh, yeah, because I said I was doing it too. I told you. Yesterday, I got blitzkrieged. I was bugging out with some of my friends in the quarter that are musicians, and ended up just fucking around at the river, freestyling, playing the bongo and the djembe, and swimming in the. Uh-oh. There we go. Cubic, not pubic. Yeah, so yeah, sometimes when I put a show up, things get in between me and Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, it was hilarious. Good times. Super wasted. I got. All I know is when I woke up this morning, I had luck. I had went to Domino's on the way home. I know that I got. I was like, oh shit, I did. I needed to eat last night, but swimming in the fucking Mississippi is hilarious. Danny, 8 ball. What are we talking about? Cocaine now? 8 ball in the corner pocket. Eight ball in the front pocket. What's the water like? The Mississippi? Most people would say it's fucking filthy, and they wouldn't. They're like, why would you swim in it? But to me, water is water. People go into the Nile River. People go into the. It's just fucking water, okay? It might have some. It might be. It's not as clean. Look at. What's cleaner? This tiny pool here that people piss in all day long, and there's bleach in there and all sorts of chemicals. Is that cleaner than the Mississippi? I don't think so. Of course it looks brown. Of course there's sludge and mud and shit on the bottom and you can't see. Of course you can't really see through the water. It's not like that, but it's not like... What's that George Carlin joke? He goes... he was talking about swimming in the Hudson, and he's like, it's basically, you realize like all of the shit from New York City is piped out into the right there. Like, where do you think all the poop goes? They pump it into that, and people swim in it. And he goes, this is why we're so healthy. We're sitting there swimming in shit. Parcel, what you mean? Why are they always talking in rap music? What do you mean? Oh, you talking about the song I just told you to play? I mean, isn't that kind of the point? Just talking in a rhythmic fashion. Yeah, and I mean, rap music. I'm not. I don't. Oh, there's the bells. I don't tell anybody to listen to rap music. I give you hip hop. Hip hop. I will. I only occasionally play rap music. There's occasionally a song on the radio that's catchy and still fun and somewhat intelligible. Yeah, like I'm not. Like I joke about being filthy. I'm not filthy. Like, you're a disgusting, filthy motherfucker. Like, okay, I'm kidding, but obviously I clean myself, put detergent on, I smell good. Well, most of the time. I barely ever wear deodorant. The only time I really need to is if I eat too much. Really, if I eat too much bad food, it'll come out of my smell. I'll smell like the food that I ate. If I stay drinking vodka, what do you think my armpits will smell like? Clean. Like fruit juice. If you eat pineapple juice, what does your semen taste like? What does your vagina taste like? Pineapple. So there's no reason to put deodorant on. Maybe some essential oil. Can't have no clammy asshole. Yeah, that's why you get yourself a bidet. That's really what I should do. Most of you probably don't have one, so I think I'm gonna start a. Should I do this? Should I start an Amazon account, and I'll sell bidets. You guys you can support me while keeping a clean asshole. You buy bidets. I'll just be a bidet salesman. I always thought I would be. That's kind of. I mean, if you talk as much shit as I do, you gotta keep things clean. If you if you ever poop, you'd like to have a clean butthole, right? The butt wash. Get yourself a girlfriend. F10. You telling me? You telling me? I'm working at it. I don't know what the fuck to do. I've been trying. They don't. It's like places that I go. I'm not. I know. There's some chicks. The places I go to that work there, that kind of find me insanely attractive and like me. But I'm not gonna. I can't date someone that I go to their place of business, because if something goes awry, then I can't go back there, and they wouldn't want to see me there. So you can't shit where you eat, kind of thing. And I'm not doing the dating site thing. So what am I gonna do? Working on it, man. It'd be nice. It would be nice. you say like it's like that easy. One that really adores me. I had a few that did. Where are they now? Oh yeah, get yourself a girlfriend and shit clean. Yeah, I got you on the end. I'd rather bidet first, and then she can eat my asshole. I'm not trying to have a girl like, give me a rusty trombone and then make out with me afterwards. If I clean my ass, she could lick my ass, I'd kiss her. But what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Yeah, with her tongue, exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is, if it's just some random, if it's just a rando, oh, then I don't care. I'm not. You're not kissing me in the morning. You're going home, and maybe I'll see you again another time. But if it's someone I like, you gotta keep it in order. F10. Hey, that's good stuff. I got some funny stories about that. I think most people know a couple of the funny stories. Would you like to hear an asshole eating story? The German. I mean, it just You should have a little bit of shit in your diet. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be pumping shit from somebody else into you. You shouldn't be eating shit all day long every day. But little bit of bacteria is not gonna kill you. Probably be healthy. Matthew sounds like a winner. Yeah, I'm saying. She was great. Is it just because you're really cool, or was she just a dirty thought? was she just like into anything? She's like, yeah, I'm down for whatever. Was she one of those chicks, or she was just cool that was like, of course I love you. Of course I'll dig around in your poop hole. You were kind of cool to her. Yeah, I could. I mean, maybe because through the years I've lowered my standards at times, and I'm just not willing to do that anymore. Maybe if I lowered my standards a little bit, I'm sure I wouldn't be talking to you guys. I'd probably have two average looking chicks, naked in my house right now. But I'm not trying to fuck average no more. Tongue in the nostril. Good stuff. Yeah. Oh, I hear you. I hear you. I'll tell you, it's not a fetish of mine, but what I really like doing, because it's a kind of I don't know, chicks kind of like it. I like licking armpits. Yeah, because it's a vagina here. It's like I like gnawing on the bottom of a chick's foot. I like sticking my finger in between her big toe and her second toe. Like I get where all the spots are, and it's sexy. It's a turn on. But like behind the knee right there, that little spot there, that's good too. Your tongue and you tongued her ear hole. Yeah, I like the ear lobes. I'm not really trying to. I'm not trying to toss your ear salad. Your ear salad. Yeah, you can have that. It's free. You gotta pay fucking proper due respects. And when people say your ear salad, I just made that up on the spot. No one's ever said that before. Well, probably, but never heard it. Matthew, where are we at there? Scroll through these comments. Oh yeah, for real? Ah, yeah. I've had some weird ones. I've had some that I could have done way more that they would have been into, but I just wasn't into it. You know, they slap you when you tongue kiss their ear hole. Did you spit in their ear? Did you just a hawk a loogie? Hey, Tan, if only that dude knew it was going down in the chat. What you talking about? So this is why it's whenever I meet someone, I don't tell them that I have a channel. Like I try to avoid it, because I'm like, you can watch me do this live, and yeah, it's if you fast forward and you go to the wrong part of the show, you're like, are we just talking about eating buttholes here? And like, no, you missed the good part where I was like explaining how universal constructs and and going through all the, like, you missed that part. Yeah, it's a variety show. Ear hole. Son, you got a nibble on the earlobe. Yeah, good spot. See here, let's change the vantage point here. The reason people get their ears pierced is because where you get your ears pierced are connected to acupuncture points, and it stimulates parts of the body. So go and look at a chart, an acupuncture chart, or so you got the reflexology in your hands, your feet, your face. The whole thing it's all mapped and mimicked throughout the body. So the ears have spots. So find out which ones those are. So I had 3 in this one and 2 in this one, and I had 2 up here. Crazy, right? I used to have 2 earrings. I had 4 here. I had 1 here, and then 3, and then 2 and 1. Yeah, crazy, right? And I have my tongue pierced too. Don't ever do that. That's just, ugh. Just thinking about it. What up, ninja? Testosterone is this one. Estrogen, testosterone. It has to do with this is your ring finger, Saturn, right? Isn't the ring finger Saturn? And there's a reason, check it out. There's a reason you put certain stones or crystals on each finger, because it lines up with the energy of that heavenly body, that star. It's vibrating at a certain thing. So you could figure out what crystal you need for each finger. Like one would require like silver and an emerald. The other one would require gold and sapphire. You know what I'm saying? There's a chart for that one. You'd probably have to look. You'd probably have to look pretty hard in the Googles, but you can find it. Anytime you said any guys out here holding, I've never had to. I've been with chicks that were bigger. Not my cup of tea. I don't mind a chubby chick, but I don't. That's too much. That's a can't do it. I can't. I mean, I couldn't finish. You know, I'm just like, what am I doing? This is not right. I don't mind a belly. I don't want to roll. I'm not trying to look around. I don't. If you have to move shit to bathe yourself, that means you don't really care about yourself. You got to respect yourself a little more than that. Like I don't care if a chick is like 200. I don't mind, as long as it's in proportion. There's plenty of chicks. I mean, and there's a big difference between thickness of a melanated girl and thickness of a white girl. It's a different bone and body structure completely. Most black women should be heavier. It's just the way they're built, just differently. So that I don't mind. But usually, whenever white girls start to get bigger, they put fat in the wrong places because they're not supposed to be that big. It's just simple mathematics here, people. It's physiology. It's biology. Hey, you say you hate having sex with ladies with six packs? What, you like having sex with dudes with six packs? Oh, Divine, no, certainly they don't. I'm not. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of sloppy, fat, fucking dudes. But I ain't trying to fuck them. Kate Bush, Ninja, Kate Bush. I'll have to check out some of her stuff. Tan, you little bi? Hey Tan, you little bi? You into dudes? I find dudes attractive, but not sexually attractive. I mean, I don't mind if you're in the room or near me if something is going on, but I'm not trying to I got too much testosterone to begin with. I don't I don't need more of it in the room with me, like doing anything. Ninja, your index, so you're balanced, more balanced. You have a comfortable amount of estrogen. It happens at an early age. It's like it's a strength of the mother and the father, and then your diet in an early age will alter that. Good for you. See, yeah, open-minded. I wish I mean, I'm open-minded, but I've tried it and it doesn't suit me. It's just not it. Just not it. I don't care how good looking I think a dude is. It's just not. There's nothing attractive to me about getting stabbed in my belly while I stab them in their belly with my dick. And I'm not into fucking assholes or being fucked and I need boobies. Boobies are cool, and nice fat ass and hips. There's just something about, like, I can procreate with this if I wanted to, versus, yeah, I like you, you're cool, and you're good looking, but that's it. Oh, you don't find them it's actually attractive. You just like the shape of a penis. You just like to suck dick. Is that kind of what you're saying? I mean, I've considered the idea. I mean, I like my penis. I could see why chicks like to suck dick, but it's not. I don't have an oral fixation like that. Call you a cocksucker? Well, I wasn't gonna call you a cocksucker, but if you say so, all right, cocksucker. Danny, your pointer is longer than this. Yes, as it should be. Yeah, you need her to know the shape of the Earth. Yeah, I'm not. Parzival, I'm not too distant on that concept. You know, it's like about people that I trust and I want to be with. You know, I've already given you all there's 3 major questions, and that's one of them. Because I know it's not going to go anywhere. Because you're not going to be on the same. We're not on the same level playing field mentally. That if you don't think so, if you go, oh, I don't know, I've never looked into it. Could be, I suppose. Oh, we good. But if you're like, you've looked into it and you think it's an idiotic idea, we're not going to get along. You're gonna think that I'm an idiot, and I'm gonna know that you're stupid as shit. Like stupid as like 3-day-old dried up animal turds. And I won't respect you. I won't be able to, because I know your mind doesn't work. F10, I love your honesty here. And so you got your standards. Totally into sucking dick, but no penetration. You gotta have your, yeah. Good shit, man. Yeah. Sonny, you need not a big tits or fat ass. Oh, I'm earlier in life I was all about titties. Later in life I've been about ass and hips. There's just something about, like, you know, childbearing hips. It's something I guess it's just instinctual. I think it's a male to know that that's a possibility. And there's something really nice from behind the shape of the apple that you can kind of put your hands around. Thank God you're a female, Danny. Ten, you need a hand with that. Hey, Ten, everybody else here, I'm sure has. We get into long-winded conversations about stupid shit. Whoa. People have standards, and people have. I mean, you got to realize um, relationships aren't always about physical attraction. Some people, you could be like not really attracted to someone physically, but sexually attracted to them. There's chicks that I've been with that I found kind of off-putting, like not my speed, not my whatever, but eight whiskeys and cokes later, and we're naked, and it's a very good session, and like I don't like looking at you, but like very intimately connected, very bonded. And other people have in relationships too. There is there's breadwinner, there's emotional. People are attracted to you got different kinds of relationship standards. It's not just looks, it's not just fucking. It could be finances, it could be emotions, it could be there's different types of support mechanisms. Yeah. So people are in relationships based upon how much does the other person support them in all sorts of different ways. So you have all relationships that are either hindering, hampering, or adding to your life. Sometimes you end up with a person that maybe is not the most physically attractive, but they have a great heart, like they say. But then when they say they have a great heart, it means like there's just other aspects of them that are as fulfilling, if not more. So welcome. There seems to be a few people here right now. If anybody wants to jump in the chat and add their 2 cents on any of your sexual escapades, or if you want some stories of of my dumb shit I've done, feel free to ask. Most of my life is an open book. It's pretty obvious. Whole fanny pack. No shit, Matthew Maxwell. Yeah? 2 guys and your friend caught a load to the face, or just like a random. I've had a couple weird situations. You run a train on a chick. That was a weird one. And that was totally random, like, and fucking, that was off the wall. I've had a, let's see. I've been with more than one chick making out, but never anything to full on. I almost had a foursome. 2 chicks, me and a dude, but I couldn't. The extra dude didn't work. I had a threesome with a dude and a chick when I was way younger, because I was like, oh, this is cool, I'm getting laid, but it was really awkward, because it was like a chick I was like into, but we just had started dating and she was dating someone else, and it just like kind of popped off, and that shit, I don't know. I was like, this is weird. Yeah, not really into the too much masculine energy. Doesn't work. I mean, that could be it too. Like if you have if you have more estrogen, more feminine characteristics as a dude, maybe you're into dudes. Just not my thing. Ooh. Oh man, so and so. Oh, I hear you. Yeah, I mean, maybe he just got some self-worth issues, some self-confidence issues. You hear the hourglass? Uh-huh. What you say, Rayla Games? What you know about Rayla Montage? What's his name? Rayla Montage? How's he spell his last name? Rayla Montage? Rayla Montage? Big bearded dude. Well, skinny bearded dude. Ray LaMontagne. That's it. Oh yeah, I mean, the open-minded women, they end up becoming just full-on polyamorous sluts, which is fine if you're into just fucking around and want that too. Perfectly dandy, but how you gonna have a relationship? You can't have a relationship with somebody that they want to be poly all the time, and you're kind of like, I'm just kind of trying to have an intimate moment with someone. It doesn't work. It's too many. In this day and age, there's, with the invention of the Instagrams and the whatever the fuck else chicks are on there just selling their fucking pussy to the highest bidder. These bitches out here are prostitutes these days. There's no good way to say it. There's no way around it. You know, they think they're just being all like whatever. Like, no, you just don't have, you happen to not have a full-time pimp. You as a prostitute. If you go out to dinner with a dude just expecting to get fed, and even if you go out to dinner and if you get fed you'll give up pussy later, it's still a prostitute. That's just what it is. Prostitution is thriving. Hate sex is the best. I don't know. I've had a little bit of that, I suppose. I had an ex that I was really, really, really in love with, and I'm sure that I probably, you know, just timing. She was in college. I'm 36. She's 24. Timing is a little off, but we're totally into each other. And there was a couple times we got like crazy arguments, and then the makeup sex was like super passionate, you know. But I'm not into that. Like it was cool, but I'd rather not have to fight first. Kind of fight for it. Ninja. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've had a lot of friends through the years, gays, homos, bisexual friends. They're always the coolest people. Cause like, hey, it's just the fuck what I like, you know. It's like somebody that likes to eat spam, or somebody that eats, if you don't like pickles and they're a pickle eater. I don't know, like whatever. People are like, it's just what I like, and they're just comfortable in their own skin. Yeah. We just had the whole, what? Didn't we just have Pride Month? Are we done with that yet? Are we done with people can be gay again, or no? Just for June? Parzival, talk about CERN. Maybe I'll save that. Maybe I'll just save that for Friday, for Tuesday. It's the 5th. That's when they're supposed to be popping off with CERN. Didn't I post the show about being concerned about things, or was that just posted something somewhere? Yeah, I think, you know. Yeah, no, I did that. Yeah, I did that last show. I don't want to do it again, but I'll make it simple. Whatever they're doing, smashing their balls together, the particles, trying to make something happen. I don't know. If something really is occurring on some psychic, physical, whatever the fuck they're doing, if that's really happening, you'd be wise to, whilst it's occurring, to be in a good mental attitude. So if the world does get sucked into a black hole through CERN, or you go into another realm, keep a positive mentality. What do you want? Maybe they're opening a portal for people's desires. I would stay focused. I would stay focused on love and positivity. Whatever you think positivity is, you know, that's what I would do. I'll do the whole CERN show. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow, or Friday morning, or yeah, Tuesday. Why do I keep saying Friday? Tuesday morning, or maybe it's gonna push us. Maybe it's gonna be Tuesday, and then we're gonna wake up and it's Friday. I don't know. Maybe they'll fuck time up. Tang getting crazy with it, man. What's up, Jeff Koons? You're the boss that love the fatties. You know what? Sometimes I'm very much into chubby chicks. Sometimes, but because most of the time they're well. See now it's hard to be because they're gonna be just as slutty as anybody else. So at least years ago, they're not getting dick down. They're not getting good loving. So they're more trustworthy. Now you can't trust them. That's just the nature of the world these days. Sex is too easy to come by. What the attractive part was, oh, so this is you like this. You don't get this too often. That was the attractive thing because it was like, I was like, she's like, oh, I could just swipe. Everyone's gonna swipe right. I can go on a date tonight and get laid if I want. They figured it out. Women, y'all got a cheat code. The cheat code is you have a vagina and boobies. That's the cheat code. Any girl could walk up to, if you're a chick, you could walk up to any dude, anywhere, anytime, and be like, hey, you wanna go lock that door in the bathroom and fuck me right now? You could do that. You would 100% of the time get away with it. Like, no one's gonna be upset. At worst, they'll go, no, I'm sorry, I have a girlfriend, I'm married, blah blah blah, whatever the fuck. But most of the time, it's gonna be a turn on. And you're probably get a yes. If any dude, I don't care who the fuck you are, I don't care how good of a good-looking dude you are, I don't care how smooth you are, but if you just straight say that, that's a no-win. That's only worked for me a couple times. Late night at a bar, and there had to be already flirtation involved. But no, you could just straight walk up to like random. Dude, you can't just do that. You see, you got cheat code. Yeah, there's nothing to be concerned about. And yeah, thank you, Parcel. That was the bigger point that I was making in the last show is, okay, here's particles right here. Smash them together. The air is hitting the air. What are you doing? What particle are you colliding with what? I think it's a big fucking, I sincerely think it's a big fucking joke. I think it's a whole CGI money laundering scheme. I don't think they're doing anything. If, however, I don't understand some higher level dynamics of physics and whatever they're doing, cold fusion and smashing cold to hot with if I use this element, it could be something. But as far as I can tell, I think it's probably just, it's a bunch of fucking hogwash. Oh, what up, Katrina? S'il vous plaît. X-rays confirm particles do not collide. Yeah, I mean, here's what I know, and this is why I think it's bullshit, is that on a cellular level, on an atomic level, all the things in your body, all the atoms, all of the things going on that you think are happening, you think you can, see if I can make this clear. The idea of what you think feeding or giving nutrition to a cell is, cells don't eat anything. Hear me now. Cells don't eat anything. All they do is reflect and reproduce themselves. They're not eating anything. They're just making a mirror or a carbon copy of the same thing. Health will beget health and death will beget death. If you start thinking you're sick and the cells in your body think they're sick, then they will continue to make sickness. If you think you're healthy, then you're healthy. But it's not eating anything. There's no the way that you put food in your mouth, you have to realize you still shit it out. The only thing you've gotten is an energetic discharge, basically reflecting or refracting ionization, just changing a charge element in something. That's about all that's happening. You know, it's like waterfalls hit the limestone, the rock, the piezoelectric thing, and generate ions that cause people to be happy. The water isn't consuming the rock. It's just changing the discharge of electrical energy. The cell would just make another one of it. It just reflect and make another one of itself, and then charge it charge it positive or negative. That's what the universe is doing. Thinking they're gonna smash something together and make something. I think they're just blowing a chicken. Tan. Oh shit! Come on. When I was in my late 30s, I was like, when I was in my late 30s, my 40s, I'm 43. College chicks always are attracted to me. Women my age are not attracted to me. I mean, they might be, but they also, maybe I'm not attracted to them because they got too much baggage, too much going on, or they already got a man. 20 to 25-year-olds? That's easy. That's normal. At least for me it is. I don't know. Bass. Hey, Bass and Bass. Interactive StreamYard on Tuesday. Sure. That sounds good. Just remind me, because I'm a goofy drunk. So, we're 3 hours in, and I'm gonna drink this, and I'm gonna be like, what did they say? Tuesday? What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to go smash particles on Streamlab? Sonny, Tana getting out there. You get wild, yeah. Yeah. That's about the size of it. That's what I've learned in all of my years. I thought I was supposed to be doing something important. I thought I was supposed to, create something and have some legacy or build some empire or have I used to think that. And what I've learned is, I teach as much as I can. If anybody else wants to learn, here it is. What the fuck am I gonna do? But can't. What only what you can change the world. No, not really. You're affecting things. You can alter your reality. But ultimately, even if I made things as good as I could, someone over there is still having a bad experience and can't find food and has a dog that's barky and snippy and their kids suck and I can't do anything about that. Nothing I could do. Nothing. That's I've learned that part. I'd like to. Wish I could help. Return to the 0 point energy, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if maybe what I'll do is I'll look into it a little harder and see if there is any real deal physics and it's not just a bunch of big words. See if there is anything viable that they're doing, because there's a lot of people that are like deep into the science, and all they're really doing is just using a lot of words that you don't know. It's like doctors that use Latin. They call it a dead language, but it's a dead language because they're naming all of the pharmaceuticals with Latin words. Dead, pharmacia, poison, killing. And they just use all these big words to confuse you. They think they're being smart, and there's nothing smart about knowing big words at all. Yeah, I use some because they're fun. I use them interchangeably with other stupid shit, like the dumb shit I say. But when you get into the sciences and like what they're doing, sometimes I just go, I know better. I know you're full of shit. They might have a proposition that something might occur, but I don't think so. And bound by Saturn. Sunny say Earth's closed, all bound by Saturn. Well, I don't know that we're bound by Saturn. I'll go on that tangent a little later. I gotta piss. Ooh, Ninja. Do you think love is an energy that finds you? Or there's a great song by Daniel Johnston. Go look it up. And it was redone by Beck. It's called Love Will Find You in the End. Maybe that's your answer. I don't know. It's like sometimes when I've been more loving to people, they're more hateful to me. When I say really genuine, helpful, loving things from my being, I've had people respond in a when I've been as affectionate as possible. I've had people respond in a very not good way. And I've also told people that they're flaming piles of shit, and they've thanked me for saying such because they didn't notice. So I don't know. The most loving thing you can do is tell somebody they're a piece of shit. I don't know. And also the whole love thing. I don't know, man. I think it's too big of too grand of a concept. I mean, what is the difference between love and life and the whole thing? Like, everything is love. Well, not punching a 6-month-old in the face. I don't think that's loving. So his love is not there. Something's not right there, huh? So there's lots of things. McDonald's is not loving. It's a Happy Meal. Where's the happiness? It's called an addiction. Most people confuse love and addiction. Like there was a chick I was just dating recently. Well, not recently, like I guess 2 years ago. I had just seen her recently, and very much thought I was in love with her, but it was more. I'm not saying lustful because I liked her personality and stuff, but it was like it was just more. It's just more of an addiction. Like, would I be better without this? without all the caveats. By the cosmos. Oh, Sonny, thank you, man. Yeah, I dig that channel. To me, like, I really like the work that they put out, but it's been redundant to me. Like I feel like it's okay. Well, I get it. The moon is basically a reflection of the Earth, and it's taking a picture of the Earth. So saying we landed on the moon, we're on the moon, and that thing there is a map, and we live in a crater. I get it, and I just found it a little redundant lately. Maybe I just haven't watched it recently, and maybe there's some new material, but it was Vibes of the Cosmo and one other channel too that was connected to that. They did a little deeper research into shit. Oh, the hero's journey. Yeah, fuck all that. Yeah. If you're here to someone, you're a fucking. You got to be the opposite of somebody else, right? If if you win the war, you won for this team, not for that team. So the other team's not gonna like you. Who wins a religious war? Nobody. What's up? What's up, Kalios Thanos? Plasma Moon and the cup. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I'll check some more. I'll check some more of this stuff. You know, I maybe like 6 months ago. So if there's any new shit, I'll re-dive into it. Yeah, I'll dig into the we're bound by Saturn. It's a really, I mean, if you're just saying bound by time inside of a cube, on Saturn's cube, and we're incubating incubation inside of time, and then you got Mecca and the black box, and to a degree, but it's not the only thing that binds us, you know? We bound by time or physicality? We bound by relationships? We bound by love? We bound by, I mean, there's other influences and energies. Yeah, Saturn is perhaps connected to all of the old. Go watch any movie that has the old black man in it. An old wise black man, old wise black woman. The Oracle type thing, the Morgan Freeman type character, the God thing type character. It's just the more ancient clock. It's the sun for Hyperborea, or not Hyperborea. It's just a sun for another realm. So I don't bound by that. We're bound by our own system as well. Bound by the Earth. Where are you going? You off of Earth? You hovering? You levitating? See, I told you, if I just don't focus on it, I don't have to pee. But now I think I'm gonna go pee because I want to go put some ice in this cup. Matthew, you got, oh, nice, dude. Good shit. Yeah. people like if you really, once you do, like it changes the chemistry in your body. It makes you brighter and happier, without question. Yeah, it definitely changes things. That's awesome. Banos Nocturnal Lango. Well, Saturn. Okay, well, Sonny, I'm not gonna do that whole thing right here. Let me piss. But I have a bunch of videos on Saturn, Salt, Moon, Matrix. Look those words up. Saturn, Salt, Moon, Matrix. There should be probably 10 videos on the ideas, the connection to menstruation, the Moon, Saturn, and salt, because salt comes in cubes. There's a big connection there. And and even the word soul, which means sun, but also like Saul, like Solomon, Sol, Om, An. It's 3 words for the sun. Sol, Om, and An. You turn something on, like Heliopolis, or on like a switch for light, or like soul, like Saul Goodman, like Saul, the Jewish name. So there's a lot of connections there. Hey, Parzival, I cannot click on that. I don't know if anybody else can. Love is choosing to sacrifice. I'm gonna go and give that a hard disagree. No. I don't think, I think that's built into people. If you love something, you'll sacrifice for it. It's like a negative play on the game. I mean, I get it. Like, of course, you go out of your way and do things that you wouldn't do for other people if you love them. But People also. You think people love smoking crack? You think people love doing drugs? You know what I'm saying? So there's a similarity of people are addicted to certain things, and so they would sacrifice for drugs. People will rob and steal and injure other human beings for a drug. Same they would do for love. It's a chemical thing. So let me go piss and I'll be right back. We are back in business. Okay then. Sorry about the wait, guys. I had to Chat with my neighbor. Little Choctaw. Alright, where are we at here? Where are we at? Yeah, Devon, you're gonna have to face it. You're addicted. You're addicted to love. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's an interesting thing. I find it's like you're not gonna get through life without some addiction. You're gonna be afflicted and addicted and connected to something somehow. And you trade things in. You trade in. If relationships are a struggle for you, you trade them in for maybe drugs because it's easy, or maybe you don't like how drugs are affecting you, so then you become a sex addict, or you don't like. There's a million different things that you find yourself taking up time. Like for me, the presence of some alcohol, very much enjoy it because it changes the pace of time for me. It changes the things that I'll interact with, how I'll interact with them, and how much I require them. Like I can if I drank less, I'd probably want to fuck more. You know what I mean? Like I would go out of my way, and I would use that sexual carnal energy to do something else. Other people eat. Eating is easy. If you make enough money, you know what I'm saying? You can just, like if I have, I could easily be addicted to food. I love food. I love the whole thing. The cooking it, the smelling it, the texture of it, the taste of it, the whole fucking, it's a whole thing. You can easily become addicted to, how easy is it put a pill in your mouth or smoke something and just be on a different playing field. Everyone's gonna have their thing. Some people, they're addicted to isolation, to drawing, right? People become. If someone has OCD, you'd say that's a disorder, but people that paint or draw, they have a very specific kind of obsessive compulsive disorder. I wouldn't call any of it a disorder, unless, of course, you're turning on and off the light switch 60 times, and you gotta check the oven, and that kind of shit, because your brain is malfunctioning. But certainly, people are obsessive and compulsive about doing. You ever see these pictures that people do? They do. They take a ballpoint pen and just do dots on a page and draw this crazy awesome thing that takes them 10 hours. To me, that's awesome, but utterly fabulously insane. But if that's what gets your rocks off, your kicks off, I don't know if you like doing that, or you're looking for the end result of making that painting, that drawing. But it's trading in your addictions. That's all anything is in life. As a next level to this little chitty chat here. If you find you have an addiction to something that is not helping your life or fulfilling you or granting you some sort of comfort, and it just is in the way, do not get rid of addictions. Don't get rid of them. Change them. It's like if you're, the simplest way of looking at it is if you're addicted to donuts and fattiest foods that are making you unhealthy, don't say I can't have that. Just say what can I have instead, and just trade in anything that isn't bringing you joy, happiness, comfort, or something like fulfillment. Ooh, I put the vodka right on the top, but I didn't mix it. Oh man. Hello. That was hot. Anyways, like shit. If I didn't get benefits out of consuming alcohol and it was just the bad things, if it was If it was more bad than it was good, I wouldn't do it. If it was more bad than good to eat fried food, I'd stop doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta pro con put a little fulcrum in the middle and say, hey, is this adding or taking away from your bounty of life? It's like through the years I've thought, like, man, one day me and my friend sat down. We're like, all right, let's do the math on this of how much money we've spent on going out and drinking and going out and eating. And after we started to do it, we just go, okay, we have to stop figuring this out because it's gonna piss us off. Because like I probably spent $250,000 on alcohol. Like, you could have done so many other things with that. You could have had a house and a car and but I would have traded in all of these amazing experiences that I've had. I wouldn't trade that in. Like, trade in for what? A house and a car? I've made more friends and had funner, more amazing experiences being drunk, being high, being, just out in the world than have a big house and a nice car. I've had nice cars, and I've had some nice cars that have the car itself got me laid. Just because it was that nice. Like, oh shit, what the motherfucker got that? All right. get a blowjob out of this car. But for less than the cost of that car, have a couple drinks with somebody, have a better time, and still get head. Venus is love, Saturn is restriction, Jupiter is expansion. That would make sense. I did not know that about Jupiter, but it's supposed to be like a gas giant. That's what they would call it. Saturn is restrictions, as time is okay, that makes sense. Time as a collapsing system. Yeah, okay. And you said Venus, obviously Venus has always been associated with love. But then you got to say, well, so Savan broke it down as love is Jove, is Jupiter. That's what he said. Love is Jove, is Jupiter. Obviously, it's always been, it's always been Venus as far as we know, but nonetheless, to me, it always comes back to what do you, look up this song. Here, you want a song? Parsifal. Here's another song that you need to learn how to play, and it should be an easy chord structure. And also, Junipers, if you're still here, look up Theo Katzman. 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 And look up, what did you mean when you said love? What did you mean when you said love? And I found myself so many times considering that. And I always said, love is one of the fucking most useless, overused, dumb words I've ever heard in my life. Because people use it too frequently about too many different things when they really, you can't say you love, if you tell me you love me and then tomorrow you tell me you love a cheeseburger, then I don't think you love me. Because I am way better than a cheeseburger. You can say, I really like this cheeseburger. That's an awesome cheeseburger. That's amazing. That's a tasty, tasty snack right there. You can't be like, I love that. And then you can say it the next day, no, I love the smell of fucking hot farts in my clothes. I love that. It's easily the most overused word in the English vernacular, the English language. Just don't stop saying it. Say it when you mean it, so it has value. It's like saying diamonds are valuable. No, they're not. They're literally not. There are so many diamonds on this realm. If they let them all into circulation, they wouldn't cost anything. They restrict the supply of diamonds, causing the price to go through the roof, and then they make it connected to marriage, which is connected to Saturn. But their true value is dick. It's nothing. They're everywhere. All you got to do is sharpen it up and put some cuts on it and have a diamond. So it's the same way. If you knew how many times someone says love, it's basically as plentiful as sand is, and so it makes it worthless. Sand is fucking worthless. Crystals on the beach and diamonds. Wait, is Black Sun here? Where the fuck did he come from? Is Black Sun up in here? I don't see. Hey, if Black Sun's in here, I don't see his sacred vice, no sacrifice, no suffice. Sacrifice is implying insufficiency. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at that. Sonny, the oldest symbol for Christianity is a pelican. That's so funny. The last couple of days, I've been seeing people rocking Pelicans jerseys because New Orleans, our basketball team is called the Pelicans, which I think is fine. It's a little weird. I don't think they'll ever win a championship because you can't have a Pelicans winning. The Pelicans. Why don't they give us our fucking name back? Utah? If you're from Utah, anybody work for the council of those people? Fuck your basketball team. How are you called the Jazz? Look into the history. It was the New Orleans Jazz. Why? Because there's fucking jazz here. There's no goddamn jazz in Salt Lake City, you jackasses. But now you're going to put jazz on your jersey? That's why you motherfuckers don't win a championship, because you stole our name. Give us the Jazz back. It's the New Orleans Jazz, period. I want the jerseys back too, with the purple, the yellow, the blue, the whole shit. I want the whole shit shebangs. With your stupid ass jerseys, stealing our jazz. Nobody even makes music there. What do y'all do? You fucking go to church and jack each other off. I have nothing but contempt for the Utah Jazz. Parcival, hey Parcival, I got a sack for you. I got a bag for your mouth. Divine, there's no such thing as pelicans. Perhaps. Maybe they're not real. Maybe pelicans aren't as real the same way toucan Sam. Those things aren't real. Those are fake. I got a sack of nuts for your mouth. Ninja, have I talked about giving a dog chocolate? Do you want me to? Here, let's make it simple. I had a pit bull lab that lived to 17 years old, which is well beyond how long a pit or a lab should live. And she ate mostly vegetarian, and I would feed her chocolate. It's all bullshit. The amount of chocolate, and it's not, there are some chemicals in chocolate that if it's bad for the dog or it's bad for you, no one's eating that much chocolate. And you have to consider the other ingredients in it. Is it the sugar that's fucking them up too? Because they shouldn't be really having sugar, right? Somebody was giving me shit the other day because I said my dog was vegetarian for a while. They're like, oh, that's animal abuse. I was like, if I had a carrot in my hand, the dog would come over and grab it out of my hand. The carrot's a vegetable. She wants to eat. She's a fucking 55-pound black lab pit bull that is the sweetest thing, that would fuck you up in a second and is powerful and happy. But that is dog abuse, they told me, to feed an animal that should be a carnivore, any type of vegetable product. fucking stupid. People are stupid as dick. Like, do you know how dumb a dick is? Like, it doesn't think. It just goes. People are dumb dicks. And so chocolate, in that realm, there's the processing of it. Would you eat the cacao in its original form? Let me show you. Okay. Let's just say this again. This is something I've explained before. When we say black is white and white is black, which it is. If you look up the etymology of it, black means white. The color that you see as white is the word bleach, black, blanche, and white means a black demon, basically, dark colored demon. Wheat. If you look at chocolate, it's actually white. And if you look at vanilla, which you think of as white, it's black. The whole world is backwards. A vanilla bean is black. Chocolate is white. Just what it is. You got to process it for the cocoa into that color. There's a processing. You got to use alkali and it's roasted and all this shit. The symbol-minded, yeah. So yeah, that's. Hey, Parsival, thank you. Maybe I'll do maybe I'll start another channel. You want to do it? Hey, Parsival, start a channel with me. You'd be good at this, better than I am, because you know more about astrology and symbolism. I mean, maybe not. I mean, you probably know what the same about symbolism. Let's call it symbol-minded, like for the simple-minded. Yeah, you know. We'll do a whole channel dedicated to teaching people about symbol literacy. We'll start off like kind of reviewing Michael TsarXen's symbol literacy. He did like a 3-hour session on that shit. And then we can start by diagramming and breaking down the simple shapes, the simple geometries, and then get into the more sophisticated ones and animal symbols and things. Yeah. Oh, hey, Sonny! If you don't know, Parsival is well educated in these matters. He's mad more smarter than I am. And he also plays the guitar and loves Justin Bieber. Wait, who the fuck are you? No, I was kidding about the Justin Bieber. He's all right, but who is it? Who is it that I always made fun of you? Like, not really, but who is it that you play all the time that you really like? That I was like, that was surprising that's your music. Well, good to see you. I don't know if you're still here, but good to see you, Sonny. John Mayer, that's right, John Mayer. I love sodomy and John Mayer. Who doesn't? See, the funny thing about the I was watching an Instagram the other day, and it was a hooker talking about this job isn't for everyone. If you don't like doing it, stop doing it. But I love my job. I love sucking dick. I love having sex. Like, I think there's too much onus put on, like, that there's some sex trafficking, slave trading, I don't think maybe the only people that are upset about this are people that have bad sex or don't have sex, because I don't know who would be mad about that. I see if you're forced into it and that's your only option in life and you're not educated and have no other choices. But I think most people say, oh, what a fucking job. So what do you do? I just have orgasms all day, and I get paid a lot of money for it. For real? Where do you sign up? Is something wrong with that? I don't think so. Yeah, I get it that there's some weird shit going on, but there's weird shit going on everywhere, you know, in all sorts of business. But I think there's too much like, oh, these girls, there's so much abuse. Their pussy really took a pounding. Every girl I ever meet is like, fuck the shit out of me. Pound my goddamn pussy. I was like, oh, for real? I thought that was bad. I thought, you like that? I don't get it. Oh, and also when I'm done, let me throw you $100. What? That's a game winner right there. You stupid? Hey, okay, so you said both the Biebers? There's more than one Bieber? Here's my conclusion. Do you think he really did? Because here's our options here, right? Let's consider that. I don't want to talk too much about this, but I'll come at it this way. Either he's just acting it out and playing something, because you realize everyone that was injected with material, not everyone got that, because it was not all of it was real. It couldn't have been, because they're not allowed to do that during the phase 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. During the phases, they have to have a system. This is the scientific method, right? You 25% of people you got to have the control group. So if you're in the Hollywood, maybe you knew already, and they said, we're not giving you it, but act this out. And he's so under deep-seated. Do you think he? I mean, he could have. Because I suppose if he did, then yeah, that's a result. I don't know. He has a. Hey, base. Yeah. Yep. Thank you. Yep. This is why when people are like, oh, I got it and I didn't get sick or anything, I'm like, yeah, you lucked out because they gave you the control group. They gave you saline solution. They gave you salt water. You're fine. So your validation, your verification is that you got it and you didn't get sick. So it's good for you. But in reality, if you knew that you were in the control group that got the fakeness, then you would know. Like if they told you, like, hey, well, you were in the control group, we didn't actually give you anything. Then you go, oh. Then you'd immediately know it's all falsified and it's all based on placebo and nocebo effects. That's funny you said that about lot numbers. I never made that connection. But that makes sense. Because they do call them lot numbers, huh? Yep. I'm also happy to say that my charger is working today. Wasn't working yesterday. It is randomly works when it wants to, I guess. Oh, anybody in here, if you want to, remember, this is 3.5 hours of me doing this bullshit with you guys, educating you on things, making you laugh. Not make you laugh, but if you like to. If you want to return the favor financially, CashApp, PayPal, Venmo, it's in the description box. It's TsarXen. Make sure you capitalize that X. And you can buy me, I need a new cord for my phone so I can keep it charged. Because this one it's very fritzy. You know that little piece where it connects the wire to the thing, and it always gets kind of, yeah. That. So the two of my cords are pretty toast. So if you guys want to buy me that, or a beverage is great. And also, I'm trying to grill out hamburgers and hot dogs and whatnot tomorrow. So you can put a little bit into the slush fund for that. Appreciate it. Oh no shit. Well, I don't have one of those, so I wouldn't know. I don't really play the lottery. Hey, every now and then I'll do the scratch off things. Because, you know, here and there, you know, it's fun. It's like $1, whatever. Sometimes you win $20. It's a good day. Did you see the video the other day that somebody goes, the lottery is rigged for sure, and then someone had to come on and explain afterwards that it's not rigged. And here's what happened. The numbers came out: 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and lucky ball number 19. And what the person said is that set of numbers has equal chance of popping out as 1, 10, 23, 37, 54, 72. Same exact mathematical equation. Which is right. Like 1 in however many millions of however many balls are in it, like whatever. You have to do the math on that. I don't know how many balls are in there. But really, perfect. It just seems a little more like rub it in your face. Because how many of these people that win the lottery, like, are we sure that the person wasn't just like, oh, you won the lottery today, and then they're taxed and they lose their money. I mean, there's so many things that go into it. Like, are we sure they're not connected to the people that run the lottery game? Like, okay, well, you'll win today. Here's the numbers. Are we sure? I don't know. I mean, how much money do you think they're making? How much money does the lottery make? Or where does it go? To who? They're not doing it for free. Somebody's making money. And you think a casino you think a casino is in business because they're losing money? Why do you think a casino is as fancy as it is? What are the fanciest, craziest places you can go? Where? Casino, right? You want seafood? You want all you can eat buffet? You want the finest hotel rooms? You want... They're not losing money. They're making a lot of money. Well, poker is fine because you're playing against other people, and unless, of course, the dealer is, if it's being they can shuffle the cards any way they want them. I watch people that are magicians shuffle cards and know exactly where they put a card in a deck and can run through the entire deck. You think a machine can't do that in Vegas? You don't think they're that trained? Somebody could be sitting across from you and be on the casino side. Well, but if you have a legit game, poker is your best bet, and then in order, the games go like this. Poker is your best bet at winning, but you have to be good. You can't just be an idiot. Then 21, blackjack. Blackjack, you can actually get above you could actually be in favor of odds, but you have to be very good. And then roulette. Craps is a very no. But roulette is as close as to even odds you could find. It's not much that you can. There's a dude on Instagram. His name is Jason. What the hell is his last name? I think he's from Chicago. Jason something. He does card tricks, and the level I have no idea. Like most magicians, and I know some card tricks, and I know people that in the court that do tricks, and I know how you can do some of them, even the difficult ones. I've read enough books. I get it. The shit he does is unbelievable. Like he'll do a casino wash, riffle shuffle, blindfolded, shuffle through the deck, and then find a card. Like I'm like, what's going on here? Like, is he actually legitimately a robot? Is he not human? Is there? Or is he just that skilled? But he's like, he'll shuffle the cards and then lay out a whole deck and just throw 4 aces in front of himself. He's like, if you think that he's like, I'm not dealing from the bottom, but I know where every ace is. So he'll write to himself. I'm like, what is going on here? Yeah, maybe there is a trick to it, but I think he's got really good control over the cards. Anyways, it is, let's see, it's about 4 hours, 1:30. Alright guys, well check it out. We'll call this a show. 4 hours in, I'm going to jump in the pool and get myself moisturized. And come back and see you guys later. Give me a little bit. It's always a pleasure. It's always a good time. Hope you enjoyed. Remember, you can always CashApp, PayPal, Venmo, description box, TsarXen, capitalize that X. And the most important thing in the world is your experience in life. It's yours. Enjoy it. Have fun. Be energetic. Be fruitful with your energy. You know, just have a fucking joyous time. And if you find that you've made more money than you need, and you can help someone, feel free to put that into my account, because I don't always have the most. Or help out whoever's around you that needs help. And be goofy, be weird, and all that shit. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Good to see everybody. Toodles.